What's going on, everyone? Okay, let's see here. Shout out to Swing, man. Yeah, that's right. Swing. Nothing gets past you, eh, Swing? Too funny, man. Shout out to Thrax, Asher, Bees. What do we got, man? Okay, hold on a second. Butter, what's flapping, man? Cheers, everyone. Mel, what's up? Shout out to all the new people as well, like Black Kitty Cat. You guys give me usernames I can really go off the cuff with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right, Rob. Still no actual photo of Earth from Moon by NASA. I mean, I don't need to see an astronaut telling us about his soup that comes in a bag and he pours hot water into it. I'm more looking for like the video out the window of the globe spinning in space. What's going on, everyone? So I thought they were reopening the Strait. They're not. It was a what do you call it? Fake. A pump fake is what it was. Everyone, don't worry, we're going to open the Strait. It's a ceasefire. Boom, less than 12 hours later, it's closed. We're bombing more. Shit's getting crazy. So listen, here's the crazy part though, guys. This is going to turn into, because it takes 45 days for ships to get across the ocean, it is going to become a very strange situation in about 10 or 12 days. They say April 15th. So what is that? Not even 12 days, dude. Uh, Yeah. A few days from now, all of a sudden, boats aren't going to be arriving with new oil. When the energy shock kicks in, it's going to be, well, everything is required with oil, of course. And it's interesting because they strong armed us into being dependent on oil, and now they're pulling the plug on it. You know, there's all kinds of alternative technologies they have been black shelving and hiding and whatnot. And instead of allowing that stuff out, like Nikola Tesla stuff, yeah, Emmett said only 8% comes from there, but 20% travels through there, and 20% is enough to turn the dude. They're calling this is going to be the biggest energy shock in human history, and I mean in modern history, because obviously back then it was just like fires and stuff, which would be nice to go back to all before the Industrial Revolution, to be honest. Rent says prepare for lockdowns. Well, it's giving everyone, I think, the vibe of the lockdowns during 2020, man. With all this weirdness coming around the corner, shit is about to get weird because 2030 is coming around the corner. Shout out to Al Cordy. So, guys, listen, we have to talk about this in full detail because there's a lot of other things they plan on, let's just say, doing before 2030, including the plan to eventually merge us with artificial intelligence and govern us by artificial intelligence. But we do want to talk about that on Instagram for obvious reasons, such as the fact that you could get a strike on an Instagram live for talking about fluoride. And we're talking about a lot more craziness than that. So if you want to tune in to the deep dive on the with the other side of the story, we are live on Rumble right now, which is free to download, free to watch, and free speech, where we talk about things that we cannot mention here, which is at the link in my bio. So if you guys want to come over, click the link in my bio, come on over to Rumble. It's free speech, free to download, and free to watch. We already got, oh wow, 100 people on. 100 people on Rumble, and a bunch of you guys, if you come on over, make an account so you can comment and so you can join the conversation. Otherwise, you can watch it just from your browser. But if you get the app, then you'll be able to interact and whatnot and engage. But you don't need to. Yeah, exactly. Isra said fluoride for the gland. Exactly. Also, by the way, the same year they started telling people to drink 8 glasses of water a day was the same year, you can't even make this up, that they started adding fluoride to the water. 1945. So is that a coincidence? This is a very good question. Ashton said, question, why would NASA fake going to space? Which I don't believe as humans we can pass the firmament. Very good question, Ashton. We will do a full deep dive on that on my Rumble channel. Tune in. We literally talk about that almost every live because especially right now, all the stuff with this fake moon landing. If you want to tune in, man, come on over, click the link in my bio, and boom, bang, bing, we'll get her freaking going. All right. I hope to see you guys all on Rumble. Much love, everyone. Interesting that he asked. See, people are all at different spots, eh? Because whatchamacallit, you know, the guy says he doesn't believe we can get through the firmament, but why would NASA lie about going to the moon? It's an interesting question because, you know, people are all at different places, man. So Danny, what's going on, dude? I hope they don't cross the airspace. Yeah, we'll see, Donnie, rather. Danny, yep. I saw that too. Boopy, yes, cars can run on vegetable oil. It is shocking. And Thrax, what did I say on Instagram? The fluoride thing. Well, dude, to be honest, it wasn't that I was talking about fluoride, which is why I got a strike on my live. That's the only thing I can think of that we were talking about on the live. But I think there was some either mass reporting or someone on the other side of Instagram didn't like that we were talking about. Well, we were talking about stuff, but that's the only thing I can think of on the live that we were even talking about. So, anyways, but things have changed. Don't you think it's a bit weird that you see videos with like 20 billion views with 1 million likes that are all about the shit that you'd be banned for talking about like a couple of years ago? Non-toxic, we just started, dude. So it's shocking, man. I don't know what the angle is. Some people have some theories. Let me know your guys' theories about why you're allowed to talk about so much more on Instagram now. Now, with that being said, I'm still being as if we're in 2021 when the censorship is at its peak because you got to be careful. I'm not trying to get a strike and a fact check and everything, but they're not really fact checking that much anymore. Now they have community notes. I mean, it's weird. Have you guys seen the community notes on Instagram? It's way less prevalent than the fact checks used to be. But anyway, yeah, that would be crazy dialed if they did do that. Shout out to Mel. Party barely started. So, guys, before we get into the shocking situation, which is what's happening in Mexico right now, and the fake moon landing, and the Strait of Hormuz being closed, staying closed, again, 20% oil. I mean, this is still going to cause a total shitstorm. Look at in South Korea right now, they're monitoring people's cars, how they can get to and from work. And some people aren't allowed to be on the road, depending on what their license plate ends with, because of the fact that there is energy. It's an energy lockdown, basically. And they're saying, stay home, save fuel. So stay home, save lives. Remember that? COVID, man, what a crazy time. So listen, though, before we get into all that, I do want to mention that there was a post I saw today that basically said people who were not even vaxxed had the either spike proteins or some mRNA shit in them, whether it's because it's in the tap water or the showering water or drinking water. Is it in lakes and rivers now because it's contaminated the whole thing? Is it like forever chemicals? Because I thought the big situation was the forever chemicals that are all over the place, and that alone is horrible. But I guess the Illuminati thought that's not enough, and they wanted to amp up the toxins. So we have a lot more than just forever chemicals in the water now. But my point is that there's some whistleblowers talking about how this is what it was framed as. Anyone who's consumed fluoride before literally will never spiritually be the same. Now, if that's the case, I would not be spiritually the same, but I believe we can detox and rejuvenate and restore, of course, and decalcify our pineal glands. But regardless, it is a little bit weird because many of us are still showering in it. You can't eat it at any restaurant because it's cooked where they use tap water. It's freaking wild, man. So this is a part of the plan to lower human frequency, human brain function, human fertility as well, obviously the depopulation agenda. So with that, I should preface the live with knowing there is an assault on our health and vitality. They do want us weaker. They do want us in a lowered state of consciousness. So the logical reaction to that should be wanting to detoxify, decalcify, and boost your system naturally. So on this live tonight, we are giving away 4 or 5 bags of the chocolate powder. That's the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia. Chalk activated this deal. I don't know how much longer we're doing the lit powder for free, because there could be shortages coming around the corner with the fact this comes from Bolivia and with energy and shipping and all this shit. So this is a very limited time. We're giving away 4 or 5 bags of the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia, which massively stimulates stem cell production. It's super detoxing and it's delicious. Plus it boosts your gut microbiome. So you will love it. That's the chocolate powder. The way the deal works, there's a lot more than just cacao in there, by the way. There's also a bunch of, there's Ceylon cinnamon, organic lucuma, organic camu extract, vanilla bean powder, organic. There's got really good quality salt in there too to bring all the flavors together. It's super freaking good. So that's the lit powder. The way the deal works, it is first come, first serve. And by the way, cacao is believed to be one of the top superfoods in the natural world for decalcifying your pineal gland. Like, it is a pretty freaking big deal. Look up the benefits of cacao: blood flow, blood oxygenation, fertility, memory. It is a superfood. So the way the deal works, it's first come, first serve. I just put the link in the chat that goes to choq.com, CHOQ.com, which has, they ship out of Georgia. They have an all-American customer service team. They have over 5,000 third-party verified 5-star reviews on Trustpilot. And they also have extremely fast shipping within the United States. So this is what we're doing on tonight's live. It's super rare. They're also doing a crazy discount. Let me explain. So the number one superfood at choq.com for men and women is the hot water purified Shilajit. It's a hormone optimizer. It's a fertility booster. It increases the production of new brain cells, which is called neurogenesis. It boosts testosterone for men. It calibrates hormones for women. And it also is believed to decalcify the pineal gland. In fact, that's one of the top 3 foods believed to do that. So the purified Shilajit is in the male and female vitality stack at choq.com. I just put the link in the chat. Make sure you click the link so you get bumped first in line. The second most potent superfood at choq.com for men and women is the certified organic ashwagandha, which is, as opposed to being farmed in China, like most is, this stuff is certified organic. It massively increases melatonin production. It boosts, dude, we were looking at the benefits of ashwagandha on the earlier live today. Like, I just Googled to see what else, because I know a few benefits off the cuff from the website. But dude, there are so many benefits to ashwagandha. It is freaking shocking, man. It's pro-fertile, pro-hormone, pro-brain function, pro-sleep quality, pro-muscle recovery. I thought that was more the tomcat, but it's also ashwagandha. So that is in the male and female stack, the choq ashwagandha. The way the deal works to get the free $100 bags of the choq lit powder in your order for free is you go to choq.com, you put the male or female vitality stack in your cart, you apply the discount code 50life, which is a 50% off lifetime discount. I can't believe they're doing 50% off the 3rd day in a row. Usually, dude, for like the last 2 years, we've been doing 10%, 15%, 20%. They activated a ultra limited 50% off lifetime discount on the male or female vitality stack at choq.com. And if you place your order on the live, you're getting the free bags of lit powder, which is the heirloom cacao. Also, if there is this energy crisis, they're talking about shortages in plastic. If choq can't get plastic bottles, I don't know exactly how this is going to, I mean, you may be thinking, well, go glass, but glass is like, they'd have to raise the prices on everything. Glass is crazy expensive and it breaks and all that. So you got to watch out, but it's extremely uncertain times, 100%. A lot of people are stocking up because of the fact that we don't know what's coming around the corner, and what better thing to happen during the Great Reset than have a whole bunch of Shilajit, a whole bunch of superfoods, and a whole bunch of cacao in your freaking cupboard, man. Shout out to Donnie, who says Shilajit is his favorite. I mean, it was also Arnold Schwarzenegger's favorite, Bruce Lee's favorite, Vladimir Putin's favorite, and Genghis Khan's favorite. I'm pretty sure that Vladimir Putin still takes Shilajit, by the way, because, well, the Russian military secretly studied it for like 40 years. Butterdog said, going to get a stack for my dad and I, going to get a year's supply in case the energy shutdowns start soon. Well, I don't know that they're going to start way later on from now. It's only so long this freaking Strait of Hormuz can be closed for. But dude, that's an excellent idea. We had people yesterday getting stacks for their husbands and wives. So if the husband's ordering, he's getting for his wife, or wife's ordering for her husband, multi-stacks, because you're basically getting buy one, get one free right now. Get friggin' 2 stacks. Get the free lit, get the 50% off lifetime discount. You can cancel or modify your subscription at any time on the male or female stack. But keep in mind, a lot of the clinically studied benefits are based on consistent consumption over 90 days. So you do want to get a consistent dose in order to experience the full range of benefits. There's a bunch of people on the site right now, by the way. Remember, we're only doing 4 or 5 bags of the free lit on tonight's live. So make sure you get your orders in ASAP. The discount code is 50life, 50LIFE, and the website is choq.com, CHOQ.com. Ashton said, why does NASA fake going to outer space? Dude, they fake going to outer space. Well, hold on. Space is fake. It's not that there's a firmament and we're in space, Ashton. It's a firmament. There is no space. I mean, there's space in between me and you, but there's not some vastness of space on the other side of the firmament. It's the heavens above the firmament, and that's it. There's not planets. There's no stars. Well, there's stars. There's no planets. And they do it because if you think you're on an insignificant flying ball in a million billion galaxies flying around you, I mean, and also the fact that the universe is constantly expanding, which again is in total direct contravention to what is mentioned in the book of Genesis, which says that the earth is, once it was made, it was done being made. Whereas NASA says the universe is still expanding and being made as we speak. Then Genesis also says the earth is strong and its foundations will not be moved. And then NASA says we're spinning at 66,600 miles an hour, 666. So it's very interesting how opposite what NASA is doing, it is how opposite it is to what's mentioned in Genesis and what's foretold as how this whole world was freaking made, man. So it's about tricking you, hiding the existence and truth about God, and also making you feel insignificant, and also to funnel billions of dollars because NASA gets millions and millions and millions of dollars every single day. So yeah, we can't get past the firmament, and there's nothing. There's not space past it either. So that's some of the reasons why they fake it. Other people are giving other reasons as well. Um, Thrax, people think the planets, quote unquote, in the sky are either energy forms in the firmament, or they're like different variations of stars, which may be actually even angels. There's a theory that the stars in the sky are actually angels in the firmament. Because hold on a second, it's not like, let's say you can see a thing that looks like Saturn on your telescope. Do we think that thing is a spinning ball a billion fucking miles away, or a billion light years away, or some shit? You know what I mean? For people who say, but I can see a planet, not that Thrax said this, but people who say they can see a planet through a telescope, well, do you think we're on one then? Because we know how fake it is that we're on a planet and that it's a ball. Anyway, it's interesting. It's something up there. There's definitely something up there. But yo, shout out to Butterdog who got, dude, there's no way, 24 stacks. Dude, I got to double check that, man. He might have actually seriously stocked up, man. Holy shit. You'll definitely be eligible for the free bag of lit powder, Butterdog. Holy crappers, man. Organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia, clinically studied superfoods like the shilajit. And also, by the way, shilajit, which is in the male and female stack, is a potentiator. So it increases the potential of any other herb or superfood that's taken with it. And so that's why shilajit's in both stacks, because then the ashwagandha you get more benefits from because you're taking it with shilajit. The Irish moss and the tomcat, which are the two third superfoods in the male and female stack, you get more benefits from. It's freaking amazing, man. The Irish moss alone, which is in the female vitality stack, which a bunch of people are looking at right now on the site, massively increases your nutrient absorption because every single vitamin requires a mineral to activate it. And it also increases nutrient delivery. So not only your ability to absorb it, but then its ability to actually, deliver through your system to all your different organs and whatnot, which you'd be surprised. You can take every vitamin supplement in the freaking world. And if you're not getting minerals, you can't even absorb the vitamins. So that's kind of the whole freaking plan here, is that, they've destroyed the soil, or they're trying to, with synthetic fertilizers, pesticides, heavy metals from chemtrails, of course. Butterdog said he loves the chalk minerals too. Dude, the minerals are built different because they're hot water extracted from a humic shale deposit in Utah. And by the way, people are wondering, like, what happens if you heat minerals? Well, minerals, in theory, are coming from volcanic activity. So at one point it was very hot. You can't denature minerals with like hot water. Maybe if you like superheated it, you could like melt them together or some shit, but just, don't worry about hot with minerals. Someone just got a female stack. So congratulations to the first recipient of the $100 bag of chocolate powder included in their order for free. Congratulations to who just got the female stack at chalk.com, which means they're getting the free lit powder. There's still a bunch of people on the site. We have 4 bags left now. Whoever just got the female stack, comment below so I can hype you up about the fact that you just got a freaking stack. So in the female stack, it's the shilajit, hot water. Oh, by the way, hot water purified shilajit, which is interesting because the vast majority of shilajit on the internet, the tar resin on the internet, is not purified. It's full of heavy metals, usually has less than 10% of the bioactive compounds that it should have. Like, it's denatured. It's not what you want. The chalk shilajit, hot water purified, lab verified, much more potent than the conventional tar resin, and it's heavy metal tested. And so the benefits from fulvic acid we were looking at today, it's freaking wild, man. Chemtrails, you don't even need to worry about them. If you're taking shilajit, let's just say I don't worry about chemtrails. I'm annoyed by them when they block the sun. That is the most annoying part. And then the thought of like the nanobots that are floating around from them is an eerie thought as well. But the main thing that annoys me is when it's supposed to be a sunny day and then it's not. But again, the heavy metals, like I'm taking superfoods, man. Like, give me a freaking break. Also, of course, you guys do want to dial our spring water, our drinking water as well. Shout out to Herbert, guys. Herbert got a mail stack on the earlier live from today. Shout out to Herbert. He got a free lit. It's probably, did it ship already, Herbert? It might. If not, tomorrow, definitely. So hold on a second. Remember, guys, you got to remember to apply the discount code 50life. Do not pay full price when they're doing a 50% off lifetime discount. Apply that to the male or female vitality stack, and you're getting the free $100 bag of chocolate powder included in your order automatically. And to see what you're going to be receiving, it's this big 1 pound bag, certified heirloom. So they actually genetically tested it. It is the original cacao, the OG cacao. Do you know that the most cacao today is the hybrid variant, right? Hybrid cacao. It has less bioactive compounds. It's not as good for you. Same thing with the new shilajit. The new cinnamon. There's true cinnamon, which is the original cinnamon, and then there's cassia cinnamon, which is not the same situation. Wow, it shipped today. Shout out to Herbert, who got a mail stack ordered at like 2 or 3 p.m. Eastern, and it shipped same day he got the email that it shipped. Freaking awesome, Herbert. I told you, man, it ships fast. Butterdog said the cacao from Chalk is seriously the best I've ever had. Shout out to Butterdog, man. Lou, Swing actually is fully aware. Swing knows, but thank you, Lou. Swing loves chat mode too, but we can't talk about it because we're running low on it. Absorb more fulvic compounds this way. Exactly, dialed 100%. I didn't mention though, I didn't finish. So remember to get the free lit, so there's people who are looking at different single supplements. Check them all out. But to get the free lit, you got to get a stack, and you want to use that discount code 50life to get the 50% off lifetime discount. The hot water purification enhances the bioavailability. Really, dialed. I didn't even know that, dude. I just thought they got a hot water purified because it like cleans out the stuff you don't want more efficiently. But you're saying it increases the absorption or the bioavailability. That's freaking cool, man. Herbert sent me a DM or an IG message earlier today. Herbert, send me another one just so it bumps up to the tip top of the feed, and I'll be able to check that out, Herbert. Shout out to Herbert, man. He's a 40-year veteran of the aviation industry of a mechanic. Like, he's a licensed aircraft mechanic. Like, he could fix your helicopter, dude. So shout out to freaking Herbert. We have professionals on the live. I told you guys that. Let me just double check. Hold on a second. Boom, bang, bing. Shout out to Butterdog. Shout out to Butter. Okay, so guys, I'm about to shout out the live on Instagram again right now. So there's going to be a bunch of more people on the live in like 2 seconds. We will end up giving away the last 4 bags of the chocolate powder. So it being first come, first serve, if you're on the site, quickly get your order placed. Remember to use that discount code 50life to get the 50% off lifetime. I can't even say I'm more used to saying like 15% off lifetime discount, but it's 50, dude. 50life, chalk.com, apply the discount on the male or female stack. By the way, I didn't even mention male vitality stack. The Tomcat Ali in there boosts free testosterone 87% in 21 days. Plus, it increases sperm count, sperm motility, muscle mass, muscle endurance, and muscle recovery. Freaking shocking, man. I'm sure it's probably 140 dialed. Good question. That's a dialed question to ask, man. Ashton said, what are the odds of the ice wall theory being true? I've always thought of rocket ships take off and land past the ice wall. Well, apparently they landed the Bermuda Triangle. I'm pretty sure there's an ice wall, man. But you know what's hilarious? So much of what they tell us is going on is happening in places we either can't go, or like physically cannot go, or like just logistically are not going to go look at. Like, for example, the Great Barrier Reef, they say it's being bleached from climate change. The Great Barrier Reef is way the fuck out there. You're going to go on the ocean in Australia and go way out in the middle and start investigating the reef that's underwater and it's like way the hell out there? I don't think so. And so apparently Great Barrier Reef bleaching is a natural life cycle of the coral. So anyways, they do scheme people with, it's called, I have a book and I don't agree with the book fully, but it's called in Fake Catastrophes and um, Fear Mongering or something. And it just goes to say that all the biggest dangers they say that we're up against right now are things that we either cannot go see for ourselves or that are actually invisible. Carbon emissions, you can't see them. They're apparently the biggest threat for the world. They're fucking invisible. You can't test for them. You have no idea what's going on. Polar bears populations and them starving from climate change. Are you going to go to the Arctic to check it out and verify it? No. Also, polar bears get skinny after hibernation, and that's when they take pictures of them when they're skinny and say that they're dying from climate change because they can't hunt. Whereas people who live in northern Ontario and northern parts of northern Canada are talking about how there's too many fucking polar bears because there's some population boom that they're having right now. So, anyways, another one is the ocean reefing thing, ocean bleaching thing as well. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to shut out the live real quick. Boom, bang, bing. Let me just double check. Okay. A polar bear probably could. Polar bears probably actually eat Irish moss. Apparently, that's what gives them such vitality and virility, dude. They never mentioned the ozone layer anymore. Yeah, Donnie, that was the biggest thing, man. They still are saying that cow farts are causing global warming, Joshua. They still are, man. Um, yeah, that's actually a huge one. They still do say that. That's what, dude, hold on, shut up. Donnie, Danny, don't you know? I know you do, but bro, um, in Europe, Bill Gates sponsored a feed for cows that reduces their farts, their emissions, to try to combat climate change. And the cows that are eating it, some of them are dying. Like there's a whole thing these Dutch farmers are talking about. My cows are fucking sick eating this stuff. And if you don't feed them it, you have to pay like a shitload more in tax. And so it makes it like unable to survive if you don't feed them this feed and you get caught not feeding them it. And it's by Bill Gates and it's called Bovivar. I think it's called Bovivar. What about bear farts? Yeah, good question. And you know what's hilarious? Everyone shut up for a second. You know how many freaking buffalo were here? You know how many times they farted? Now there's less buffalo, but more cows. The real problem, if you really wanted, if cow farts were actually causing climate to change, you would just stop feeding them GMO corn and GMO soy, which causes them to fart like 95% more than if they're just eating grass. Did you know that? Grass-fed cows reduce their emissions by like 90%. Okay, so let me shut out this live real quick. Boom, bang, bang. You will love the lit powder, guys. If you're on the fence, you will absolutely love the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia. It's a game changer. It's one of the top few superfoods in the natural world. I do want to talk to the lady who got the female stack, by the way. And guys, I would stock up on multiple stacks because it's basically buy one, get one free, and you get the free lit powder. That's good, eh? Watchwoman. Well, you know what then? Watchwoman says, good point about the bison farts. Well, here's another thing. You know, in the 1800s and maybe even earlier, 1500s, 1600s, do you know how much of North America was cut down to build cities and stuff and to ship back to Europe, right? And to world trade. Now, there is more trees in North America than there was 300 years ago. Even with the, increase in population, there's like woodlands that were chopped at, like there's millions of acres of land with trees on it now that was cut down and did not have trees on it 3, 4, and 200 years ago. They cut it down multiple times. So where I live looked like a fucking bomb went off 100 years ago. No trees, and now it's like the most treed foresty area. They did leave some, like there's some trees here that are like 200 years old and stuff, but they cut down every single tree. So there's more tree, and then now they're talking about though, but the air and climate change, trees absorb carbon, but there's not enough of them. Well, there's a lot friggin' more than what there was a couple hundred years ago. But then at the same time, the Amazon is being cut down, so maybe it evens out. But anyway, we're not on a spinning ball in an enclosed system like that. So it's a lot bigger. There's more lands. We can talk all about it. So let me shout out this live. Boom, bang, bing. That's right, Donnie. That's right, man. Or Danny, rather. Let me do a good old fashioned mentioned you on Instagram here. Well, exactly, Sonny. Yeah. But instead, I just saw a picture. They're allowed to use liquefied human remains to fertilize food now, like throughout California and shit. Did you guys hear that? Please tell me that was like a fake news article, man. Because then they're also going down and shutting down farmers for like needing water to water their crops because it's apparently not sustainable. Are you freaking kidding me, man? What's going on, everyone? So I am mentioning all of you right now because a few things are going on. The Strait of Hormuz is still closed. Idaho, or sorry, Nebraska, which is the beef state, one of the biggest beef producers in all of the United States, burned up more acres than it's ever seen. 800,000 or almost a million acres burned. Uh, and when the fields that were going to feed the cows burned, the cows, they're going to now be, it's a shitstorm, man. And then the energy crisis is around the corner too, because they still have the Strait of Hormuz closed, despite saying 2 weeks. It's going to be a ceasefire for 2 weeks. You know what, man? I'm scarred from 2020. If they say 2 weeks anything, I'm immediately denying and not believing whatever it is, because it was supposed to be 2 weeks to flatten the curve, and that turned into 3 years. Um, so it's absolutely wild, guys. This is going to be the biggest deception we have ever seen. If you thought 2020 was crazy, 2026 is going to be extremely strange, and we're only in the fourth month of it. And by the way, that's right, dude. Shout out to Keith. I already knew exactly what you're going to say. As soon as you said Young Hoon Kim, um, shout out to Keith, man. He is paying attention. Keith, dude, come to Rumble, man. Guys, listen, we are live on Rumble right now talking about this in full detail and stuff that we cannot mention on this live here on Instagram. So we're live on Rumble now. It's free to download, free to watch, and free speech. I am on X to Yabai, who asked, under Shane Vibes Truth. I don't post there as much as I should. I should be posting ASAP right now, actually, though. But guys, come to Rumble now. It's at the link in my bio. It's free to download, free to watch, and free speech. If you make an account there, you'll be able to comment and join the conversation. Shout out to Alberta. Shout out to Meme No More. So click the link in my bio, come to Rumble, make an account so you can join the conversation. And it is a spot, man. There's documentaries on Rumble that are completely banned on YouTube, by the way. It is a freaking great app. Blessings to unless this guy's asking for cash. I think he's just saying, yeah, dude, congratulations on your baby, man. That's awesome, dude. Post the link to Rumble. The link to Rumble is posted at the link in my bio. So if you click the link in my profile, you'll see a link tree, and then you'll see the Rumble link. You can click that, press it, boom, bang, bang, and come on over to the Rumble live stream channel. I did mention you, Ali Bachiki. I'm mentioning you right now. We have a serious, shocking news, breaking news discussion to discuss about what they're planning with this energy lockdown worldwide, which is going to turn into a very strange situation where it's going to turn into a climate lockdown too, because they're going to say, look how much less carbon emissions we emitted during the energy lockdowns. We should do that like permanently if we're going to save the world from climate change. I'm sure they're going to say that. Shout out to Danny Angel, who said, I'll see you on Rumble, and put hearts. Shout out to Danny Angel. Shout out to Ann Novak, who's asking questions. Novak, are you related to Novak, the other guy, Novak? You know who I'm talking about. Technocratic, that's right. Dude, you guys are all paying attention. I wish you all to come to Rumble. All of you are paying attention. You know what's going on. You know what's strange. You know we can't leave the firmament. Rumble is the place for you guys to come hang out. So I hope to see you guys at Rumble. Link in my bio. Shane Vibes Truth live feeds, I think it's called. Much love, everyone. Or go comment the word Rumble on any one of my posts, and you'll get the link sent directly to your DMs. Okay, shout out to Tommy Truth TV. I'm sure that guy's posting truth. Tommy Truthful, yeah, he's paying attention, man. He knows some shit's going on. Okay, much love, everyone. We'll see you on Rumble. Yes, Israel is leveling Lebanon right now, bombing a bunch of freaking whatchamacallits, oil facilities and stuff. It's getting a little bit strange, man. Hold on, I gotta get my. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Don't go anywhere. Okay, hold on a second. Shout out to Watchwoman, who's thanking God that she is um, living in the country. Shout out to Mrs. Watchwoman. Guys, I'm having a chocolate right now, by the way. That's funny, Herbert. I got the notification. I got the, what's the word? I don't know why I can't remember that word, but I get what you're putting down there, Herbert. Okay, guys, so listen to this. Shout out to Crystal. Crystal with the smiley tongue face. Are you the Crystal who said, anyway, well, just welcome everyone to Rumble, man. So the things we can discuss here include the fact that there is a network of people who are influenced by other, you could say multidimensional. Satan wouldn't be fully in the physical, would he? So they're influenced by multidimensional entities, including the ones they worship, like Baal and Moloch. And they are headed basically every country in the world. I can't think of one they're not controlling right now, basically, to foment conflict, to create an energy crisis, to instill the New World Order. This is 100% the plan. On Instagram, I would have to say, gee, isn't it weird these guys seem to worship Satan? Whereas here we can say full bore, like this is happening 100%, and they want you to be completely clueless that it is happening, and instead watching, the news to where you think you're being informed, but you're fully being misinformed. And I wasn't trying to quote Denzel Washington there, but you know, I mean, I guess you're kind of you're either uninformed or misinformed, but no, it's honestly, if everyone stopped watching the news, I'm just saying, I know it's never going to happen, unless something really crazy happens. But if everyone stopped watching the news, the amount of power and influence they would immediately not have over humanity would be freaking mind blowing. Like I'm talking, that's where they get everyone wrapped around the axle, make headlines, get people amped up. If they just shut down the freaking uh, the media, or if people just stopped watching it, it would be crazy. But anyway, my point is that they do want you distracted, and part of it is that they're spraying, and this is whistleblower after whistleblower is talking about this. Shout out to Gabstick. Welcome everyone who's new here. Part of the crazy situation is that 10 years ago, I found out that there is an insane plan to put strange amounts of even nanobots into our skies. And it's not just heavy metals, and it's not just to modify the weather. It's also to change, I guess, really humans and make them a little bit more robotic and connect them to AI with the cell towers. Like there's a network of frequencies they're trying to blanket everyone. 5G, 6G now they're talking about. Apparently they found the crashed pilot in the U.S. in Iran there. Apparently they found him with a heartbeat like monitor thing from a plane like miles and miles in the sky. Did you guys hear about that? Anyway, my point is though, is that while they're distracting us, and the biggest, event and end goal is happening right now to try to hook humans up to AI, and it's the Antichrist and everything. They want us distracted, and they want us in a chemically altered state of consciousness. They want it, um, they want your pineal gland calcified. They want you eating GMOs because then they'll really ensure that the second and third generation of you is completely infertile. That's what happened with the rats they gave GMOs to. It's a big plan. They want you weak. They want you chemicalized rather. Shout out to Joshua. Joshua, you can do some fasting. He's asking about heavy metal detox. We should, if people on here haven't done a heavy metal detox before, or a pineal gland decalcification protocol, you could say, I would say now is the time. This is like the most pinnacle moment in human history, basically. So what I want to mention before we get into the World War III stuff and the other strange situations that are coming around the corner, with Mexico mandating that you put your facial recognition and iris into your SIM card to be able to use a phone, so they know who's using whose phone. They say it's going to cut back on crime, but we know that's part of the digital ID thing. I do want to mention we are giving away 3 or 4 more bags of the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia on tonight's live to help people detox, to help you decalcify your pineal gland, to boost your literal vibrational frequency. And also, the cacao in here is, they say, it's said to massively increase stem cell production, which goes and repairs damaged tissues and damaged cells. So this is heirloom cacao, heavy metal tested and genetically tested to be of the original freaking breed of cacao, which is extremely rare. So that's the chocolate powder. We're giving away 3 or 4 more bags for free. The way the deal works, if you go to chalk.com, I just put the link in the chat. It is first come, first serve. So click the link ASAP. Takes you to chalk.com. Chalk is based in Texas. They ship out of Georgia. They have an all-American customer service team, and they have over 5,000 third-party verified 5-star reviews on Trustpilot. So to get the free lit, if you go to the site, you'll see the #1 supplement for men and women is the hot water purified Shilajit. So the Shilajit is a hormone optimizer. It's a fertility booster. It massively increases the production of new brain cells. It's called neurogenesis. It boosts testosterone for men. It balances hormones for women. And it also is believed to, it's clinically studied to massively increase athletic performance and libido. So it's really good for, reproductive organ function and whatnot. So that's the Shilajit. So the Shilajit is in the male and female vitality stack. Those are the top 2 combos of superfoods for men and women. The other superfood that's in both of them for men and women is the certified organic ashwagandha, which massively increases melatonin production. So you get 1,000 times better sleep while you're taking it. It's a hormone optimizer. It increases healthy mood and focus. We were looking at it today. It increases muscle recovery and stuff too. There's a whole bunch of benefits I couldn't even get into, that there's hundreds of them, but this is really good stuff, really good for you. And again, with all the endocrine disruptors we're exposed to, microplastics, BPA, and all that, the ashwagandha is a great thing to be getting into your system, put it that way. So the way the deal works to get the free $100 bags of chocolate powder, go to chalk.com, CHOQ.com, and you look at the male and female vitality stack. Put the male or female stack, or both if you're trying to stock up, in your cart. Apply the discount code 50LIFE. That's 50LIFE. If you go to 50LIFE, or if you apply the discount code, 50LIFE, you get a lifetime 50% off discount on the male or female stack. And you automatically, if you place your order during the live and you're one of the next 3 or 4 people, you're going to get the $100 bag of chocolate powder included in your order automatically. So that's the way the deal works. Chalk usually does a 15 or 20% off discount. So the fact they're doing 50% is absolutely insane, in addition to the freebie. And so what's crazy too is that Shilajit, which is in both, and I'm just going to bite my tongue on some of the comments that are happening here, because I'll let you guys do the talking if you know what I'm saying. But Watch Woman knows what I'm talking about. The Shilajit, which is in the male and female stack, is a potentiator. So it increases the potential of any other herb or superfood that's taken with it. So if you're taking the Shilajit, not only are you getting more nutrients from other superfoods, but also foods in general. Because did you know every single vitamin requires a mineral to activate it, right? So if you're taking the female stack, you're getting the Shilajit, you're getting the Irish moss, and you're getting the ashwagandha. That Irish moss also has the full matrix of minerals. Every single vitamin requires a mineral to activate it. If you're getting the full matrix of minerals, the full spectrum of minerals, you're absorbing more vitamins from the food you're eating to begin with, which is insane, that people don't even know. And it's because, or part of the thing they do is with the synthetic fertilizers and the pesticides, that destroys the gut microbiome. And it also, it does destroy the gut microbiome, but it destroys the soil microbiome, which is where there's supposed to be minerals absorbed from the soil into the plant. But the way that they use these synthetics disrupts the soil and makes the plants unable to absorb minerals from the soil. That's a fact. And they did this study in the 1990s that food today has 1/50th of the vitamins and minerals that it's supposed to have, or that it did have 60 years before then. So yes, the food supply is not just tainted because of chemicals. You could buy fully organic, but you're still not getting the full matrix of minerals. So to answer La Charette, if you put the male vitality stack, or in your case, I'm psychically detecting the female vitality stack in your cart, and you apply the discount code 50LIFE, 50LIFE, on the subscription to the female stack, and you place your order on the live, then you get the free bag of lit powder included automatically. Also, I should mention, you can cancel or modify your subscription at any time. But keep in mind, a lot of the clinically studied benefits are based on consistent consumption over 90 days. And there's a bunch of people on the site right now. If you're on the site, quickly get your order placed with that 50 life discount. So you're going to be one of the first 3 or 4 people to get the free lit. So the other thing that's crazy, I wanted to mention, the Irish moss that is in the female stack is, shout out to Gotham's Night, by the way. Gotham's Night, welcome in. The Irish moss is certified wildcrafted. The vast majority of Irish moss on the internet is farmed in the Caribbean. And in the Caribbean, none of those islands treat their gray water. So it goes all right into the ocean, right into the bays where they grow the Irish moss, where they farm it. So Chalk specifically went for the wild Irish moss, wildcrafted Irish moss from Nova Scotia, because it's way cleaner. It's the OG, whatchamacallit, species, Chondrus crispus. And interestingly also, Irish moss looks like one of the parts of your body that it's really good for. It looks like your bronchioles in your lungs, and it's extremely good for lung function. Shout out to Lou, shout out to Thrax, shout out to Watchwoman. Shout out to Watchwoman. So guys, the other thing that's interesting that I honestly think a lot of times it depends on the night, but the Tomcat, which is in the male vitality stack, people were wondering on yesterday's live, like, what's the big idea with Tomcat? So Tomcat Ali is a plant that grows in Malaysia, and Chalk's Tomcat, so it's wild crafted. It boosts free testosterone 87% in 21 days. Plus, it increases sperm count, sperm motility, reproductive organ function, and muscle mass, muscle recovery, and muscle endurance. Shout out to Jen, who might have ordered just after today's live. Shout out to Jen, who got in the short window after the live when I think we had 1 bag left, and she ended up getting the bag of lit powder. Congratulations, Jen. I'm so stoked for you. You're going to love your female stack, and you locked in that free lit powder. I feel like Jen might end up being like a Lou or an Ashley who, let's just say, quite loves her lit powder. Shout out to freaking Jen on that lit. You can eat it dry by the spoon. You probably heard me say that already, Jen. But yes, it is a freaking game changer, that lovely lit powder, man. Let me see. Hold on a second. Boom, bang, bing. Yes, that's right, Ashley. We are living in exciting times. And you know what? It's interesting because the pineal gland, I remember seeing a video of this guy, this hippie in the woods talking about the pineal gland. And it was a shocking video because he mentioned that, and now Google's AI fully confirms this, by the way. It says that fluoride, confirmed, absorbs into the pineal gland faster than any other tissue in the body. Okay. And the hippie who I was watching said that, I say hippie, I don't know, he just looked like one, but that's actually judgment, so I shouldn't say that probably, but he had long hair. Anyway, and he was in the woods, shirtless, shoeless, talking about the pineal gland. Like, that's something a hippie would do, right? But Charette, make sure you're applying the 50 life discount on the subscription, not on the one-time order. That discount is for a subscription discount. It's a 50% off lifetime discount, which, like I said, you can cancel or modify at any time. And then it will work on the stack subscription, and then boom, bang, bing, you will get the free lit included in your order. You're not going to see the lit for free, like added automatically on the site, but it's going to be physically packed up into your box when the order is placed, and it will ship 100% will ship tomorrow. Because Charette, if Herbert ordered at 3 o'clock and by 4:30 he got the notification that it shipped, if you order tonight, it is 100% shipping tomorrow. But anyway, so this guy was talking in the woods about the pineal gland, and he said that it absorbs in the pineal gland, the fluoride does, faster than any other tissue in the body. Get this, Charette, here's the thing. Chalk's doing 50 life or 50% off for life. And so I recommend, because it's that cheap, usually they do like 10%. Go with the full-blown stack, and then if you get the stack, you can get that's how you get the free lit. If you just got the Shilajit, you wouldn't be eligible to get the free lit. The free lit is for stacks, for included in people's stack orders only, just because of the logistics and everything with it. Now, when I saw that fluoride calcifies the pineal gland faster than any other tissue in the body, he says that is almost as if it's targeting the pineal gland. And dude, That hit me, and I'll never forget it. And I wish I could see. I wonder what that guy's up to right now if he's posting on Instagram. Because back then, I don't even think there really barely was Instagram. No problem, Charette. I'm happy to help, Charette. I'm stoked for you. If you're gonna get the female stack right now, you're gonna get the purified shilajit, which yes is believed to decalcify the pineal gland, uh, and the ashwagandha, which you're gonna get 1,000 times better sleep while you're taking it, and the Irish moss, which is going to give you your full spectrum of mineral needs. You're going to feel like $1,000,000 taking it. I don't know about you guys, but I never, until chalk, I never took shilajit, ashwagandha, tonkat ali, organic heirloom cacao, like in the same day ever in my life. So to be able to do that then every single day, once you have it, to me, I'm sure I know it upgraded my DNA big time. Anyone, if you're taking superfoods, especially with bioavailable minerals, you're going to be upgrading your DNA because minerals build your DNA. And that's another reason why they don't want you getting the minerals, which, all, by the way, how much have we even learned in school about minerals? Like, do you know each different mineral has a different biological process in the body, ignites a different biological process in the body? So, certain minerals, like aluminum in its mineral form, optimizes the pH of your stomach acid. What's another mineral? Freaking barium in its mineral form. See, here's the thing: people are wondering. All the heavy metals we're being sprayed with, scary sounding, right? Barium, aluminum, freaking what's another one? Strontium, all that. Those minerals are those elements have their heavy metal form and their mineral form. A, you know, aluminum pan, you scrape that, it's shit for you. You don't really want to use aluminum pans a lot. There's a way to store them where they don't leach, but they can leach a lot, and it can give you unfortunate effects in your brain. But aluminum is a naturally occurring element which is in the soil. It's one of the 102 minerals that makes up the body. The heavy metal one is what they're spraying us with. The mineral one is what's supposed to exist naturally in the wild. But what's crazy is they'll say fluoride, which we add to the water, is a naturally occurring mineral. They're fucking lying to you because, for one, they don't. Sorry, Charette, it's stack with a Q. Stack, STAQ. In fact, hold on a second. This link should be clickable for you. If you, I don't know actually if you can click that, but that is the link to the female stack. I don't know why it has all that extra stuff on the bottom of it, but that is the link to the female stack, Mrs. Charette. And I guess you were looking for stack with a CK, but yeah, it's a Q because chalk ends with a Q, so it's like chalk, stack. Jen, yes, the shilajit replaces heavy metals because bioavailable minerals replace heavy metals. They bind to them and then excrete them out of the body. That's another thing. I actually know a little micro amount about minerals, and it's that they replace heavy metals, they rebuild your DNA. They're not in abundance like they should be in the soil. And if you get all of them, you're getting more nutrients from your food to begin with, which is pretty freaking cool. So, and then of course, in the male stack, when you're taking the shilajit, which is in the chalk daily, so the number one supplement in the male stack is the chalk daily. And that one has purified shilajit in it, plus it has four other adaptogens: mucuna, tribulus, saffad muesli, and cacao extract. So the cacao extract in the chalk daily boosts your blood circulation, blood flow, super good for your blood and your heart and everything. Cacao is great for your heart in general. So when you guys are getting the lit powder tonight, your heart's going to be feeling like $1,000,000. Isn't that funny that cacao boosts your freaking heart and blood function, and it's associated with love and Valentine's Day? Isn't that interesting? Well, Ali, you got to read the Bible, man. King James. But here's the thing: the mucuna, tribulus, and saffat muesli, which is in the chalk daily, massively increases and supports the production of testosterone, your hormones. It's the chalk daily, we call it, because it's like a daily thing you take every day. Same thing, all of them you should be taking every day though, because if you take shilajit, let's say for 30 days or even 2 weeks, of course that's better than not taking it. But if you're getting it into you consistently, the clinically studied benefits are based on consistent consumption over 90 days. So you do want to get a consistent dose of it. Ali, you know what's funny, Ali? You said you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm not getting into it, and so far you've fully gotten into it, dude. Gapstick said Shilajit should be okay and drink spring water with it. Yes, definitely Shilajit. Well, it's funny because it's great to see the heavy metal tests and the lab tests and everything on the site as well, um, which is quite extensive, by the way. Imagine what it takes to get like 100 people together and document it all. Blood tests before and after, uh, samples of who knows what else before and after. And in 90 days, if you're taking the Shilajit consistently, you're getting the bioactive compounds, which turn, and by the way, some of Shilajit's benefits are not even fully understood. They're like, we kind of know, but we don't really know. It's still not even fully actualized. But we're talking about fulvic acid and chroma proteins in Shilajit, which make your brain make new brain cells. How the hell does that work? We're talking about bioactive compounds in the cacao that make your body make new stem cells. We're talking about Shilajit, which increases your. This is one of the studies is increases memory, like your ability to recall things, total recall. When's the last time, like lettuce, an organic apple doesn't really do that. Now, I'm not hating on apples, obviously, but some foods. This is why they call them a superfood. They do things uh, superbly, man. There's a lot more nutrients in a condensed source. And then, of course, again, if you're taking the Shilajit with those other superfoods, Shilajit is a potentiator. So it increases the potential of any other herbs or superfoods taken with it. Okay, so hold on. There's a bunch of people on the site right now. We have 3 bags of the chocolate powder left to give away. Make sure you apply the discount code 50life, CHOQ.com, and the discount code 50LIFE. And that way you'll lock in the free $100 bags of lit powder included in your order automatically. You will freaking love it. And we have 3 left, and there's more than 3 people on the site. So then Jen said, I've seen that spring water is actually loaded with chemicals. Well, it depends. If you're buying like bottled spring water, dude, I've seen spring water in a bottle that says with added fluoride. So there is fake um, spring water out there. But like this, I go to a physical spring and fill up my water at it. And it's freaking awesome. And there's no chemicals in this. This is coming from deep earth. So uh, you made me take a sip, but actually I want to be taking a sip of my chocolate powder. That's what I'm drinking right now is the lit. So I'm practicing what I preach here, guys. I'm drinking a lit as we speak. Shout out to Gotham's Night, man. Welcome Gotham's Night, by the way. Hold on a sec. Boom, bang, bang. Hold on. Anyways, so what else was I saying? Yeah, bottled spring water, you got to watch out. And then, of course, yeah, that's right, Herbert. Herb, yes, it would have microplastics. Thrax says that he loves that I have a globe behind me. Thanks, dude. I'm glad you appreciate that, Thrax. Yeah, people come on, they're like, wait a minute, weren't you just saying like it's flat? Too funny, man. Um, by the way, oh, Charette's name is Leary. Shout out to Leary. What kind of name is that? Hold on, I gotta check that out. Shout out to Leary. I wonder if that's a name that is from um, Liberty, Freedom. Wow, Albanian. Leary, are you Albanian? That's freaking awesome. That's pretty close, or at least closer than I am, to the Altai and the Himalayan mountains, where they are collecting the Shilajit as we speak, which is pretty freaking sweet. Okay, guys, I'm going to shout out the live real quick on Instagram here. There's going to be a bunch more people on the live. We just have 3 bags left. Oh, congratulations. Shut up, everyone. Sorry. El Charette just ordered the female stack. So Lori, not Leary. Okay, Lori. Typo. Shout out to Lori, who just got the female vitality stack, which means we have 3 left to give away, and I'm about to go live again on Instagram. So shout out to Lori, who just got her female stack. So when I go live, sorry, I'm shouting out the live. So I'll go live on Instagram, tell everyone we're live here. We have 3 bags left. When they come on, they hear about the deal. We will end up giving away the last 3 bags. So if you're on the fence and you're on the site, quickly get your order placed with the code 50life, 50% off for life on the male or female vitality stack at chalk.com. And then you get the free gigantic bag of delicious detoxing pineal gland decalcifying chocolate powder included in your order automatically. So shout out to Lori. Lori, you're going to freaking love it. You just heard probably 95% really 10%. All the benefits that I just named to you of the female stack and the male stack is still the tip of the iceberg for what, if you go through the clinical studies, it is actually shocking. Okay, hold on a second. I'm just setting the title of the post here of the live feed, okay? And I'm just putting that link there again, so anyone on the fence, chalk.com. Emo night, or MC night rather, sorry. Sorry, emo night. No, I'm just kidding. From far back, it looks like emo. The website and code. So MC. The website is chalk.com, CHOQ.com. If you put the male vitality stack or the female vitality stack in your cart and you apply the discount code 50life, you get a 50% off lifetime discount on the subscription, and then you will automatically receive the $100 bag of chocolate powder in your order. The number 1 superfood in the male and female stack is the purified shilajit, which is a hormone optimizer. It's a fertility booster. It increases the production of new brain cells. It massively boosts all-day natural energy production. And it also is believed to decalcify the pineal gland. So if you're taking the shilajit, you're going to feel like $1 million. That's in the male and female stack in conjunction with the ashwagandha. The ashwagandha is also in the male and female stack, which is pro-fertile. It's a hormone optimizer. You get 1,000 times better sleep while you're taking it. And it also boosts healthy mood and focus, muscle recovery, reproductive organ function. True superfoods, man. And that's why it's in the male and female stack. And then, of course, the male stack contains the Tongkat 100, which massively boosts free testosterone 87% in 21 days. Well, Ali, don't let the Vatican represent Christianity for you. I mean, people have problems with the Vatican, obviously. The fact that, well, we know the strangeness about how it's its own country and all that. But yeah, anyways. Okay, let me shout out this live real quick. Shout out to Butterdog, who said the Tongkat is a game changer. He says it literally put hair on his chest. Shout out to Butterdog, man. That is freaking, well, it boosts testosterone, so I'm not surprised that it would do that. I mean, dude, today testosterone levels are down 50% in the last 50 years. Can you freaking believe that? On average, testosterone levels off of a cliff, dude. So yeah, it's good to calibrate and optimize your hormones with clinically studied benefits or clinically studied superfoods. Jen said, is there caffeine in the stack? No. There's trace amounts of caffeine in the, I love, Jen bought first and is asking questions later. That's great, Jen. You're eager, you're excited. I like it. So no, there's no caffeine in the stack. There's trace amounts of caffeine in the naturally occurring, of course, in the organic heirloom cacao. Nothing that wakes you up other than when you do wake up, you'll be fully energized. That would be the, so there's no stimulants in the stack. No. And then the ashwagandha is going to give you a better sleep. Shilajit promotes, so I have to say this properly, Jen. Shilajit promotes healthy metabolism calibration. So your metabolism, not just your hormone metabolism, but I will say many people have left reviews about, well, if non-toxic is on, he'll tell you what he just did since he's been taking the male stack, which the benefits that he's talking about, I believe, is from the shilajit in there. So it calibrates your metabolism as well, supports healthy weight, to put it that way. Shout out to Ish, who literally wrote what I said, but before I even said it, man. Shout out to Ish. Yeah, Ashley, you're going to be up all night. Well, you took a 4-hour nap. What the same damn did you do last night to make you so tired at 4 to go to sleep at anyway, that's okay, Ashley. Napping that's like a siesta. They do that in Spain all the time. Okay, hold on a second. Let me set out this live title. Basically, guys, it's pretty much the last call on the free lit powders. So quickly get your order placed with that discount code 50life on the subscription to the male or female stack. Okay, let's shout this bad boy out. Okay, let's see here. Mention to you. We did the good old mention to you trick. Shout out to Maggie, who said today after she drank the lit, she was in a better mood than I usually feel. She says, I'm sure it was a mixture of also getting some sun in too. Shout out to Maggie. Well, Maggie, cacao, they say, is an octave of sun energy. So I'm not surprised. And apparently, cacao, like they should do a test. If you go out into the sun without cacao, without having consumed cacao, and then you go into the sun with having consumed cacao, you are producing, when you drink the heirloom cacao, you're getting the shout out to Herbert, dude. Herbert, thanks for joining, man. Shout out to Herbert. I hope we see you. I'm sure we'll see you on the next one. Shout out to Herb. Have a freaking good night, man, Herb. I can't wait for you to get your stack and have the lit with us on the live. But so to Maggie, the lit, boosts bliss chemicals, which is tryptophan, dopamine, and serotonin. So yeah, you're walking around outside high on life from the lit. Okay, let me quickly shout this out. By the way, all the AI sites believe that the picture of the globe from NASA, like ChatGPT and everything, thinks it's an AI image. So, what did Ashley say that? Ashley, what are you managing? Let me know. Shut up, Gotham's Night. Are you seriously eating organic einkorn pancakes with maple syrup right now? Bro, we only eat einkorn flour. I had a freaking egg sandwich today, and then I had a einkorn pita type things with lamb and a big salad of cucumber Greek salad. Like it was a Greek night, man. I could speak Greek tonight right now. Okay, hold on. Energy lockdowns, no. Shout out to Butterdog. Good question, Charette. I'm going to talk about that right now. As soon as I press live, once I finish typing this title for Instagram, I'm going to start out. I will be discussing that. Oh, Ashley, I've stayed at a KOA campground before. That's awesome. Is that a worldwide thing or like a North America wide thing, or are you in Canada? Let me know, Ashley. Okay. So what's very interesting is that they said that we need to install low flow toilets and shower less and don't shower as long and all this to save water. Don't water your lawns. But they can create or build an AI data center which uses more water than and more energy than 38 states. Okay, the new project, whatever it's called, that they're trying to build is going to use more energy than 38 states, not combined, but then 38 states. It's going to use more water than many states use in a year in a single day. And this is to cool the processing unit shits to that they're going to use with AI to monitor and surveil and database everything for the new coming era that they're trying to set up where we are not only governed by AI, but fully controlled and eventually merged with it. This is the plan. But I'll tell you, fear not, it is actually chill. I'll tell you all about it. So, guys, yeah, it is heating up the cities around it. That's right. And it's super loud. Like, it's got to be EMFs out the yin yang. Go to an Orthodox one. Only God counts, 777. Okay, so listen, Anthony, chill, man. And you can't recycle the water, Christina. Yes, because it evaporates, like it turns into steam. That's right, 100%. So listen, guys, we're going to be discussing more details about what's going on right now. I just want to tell you that we're live on Rumble. So we're live on Rumble. We got 77 people on right now, and we're discussing things that we can't mention on Instagram. If you want to tune in for a deep dive on stuff, this is what we talk about. We do discuss these things with no censorship. That's the benefit of the Rumble. Nick's spam said, what should I do if I'm broke in 2026? Should I be afraid? Dude, imagine how much of a like deceiver I'd be, or what a fool I'd be if I said, yeah, man, like I'd be really afraid if I were you. No, man, fear not. You're exactly where you meant to be. You think God put you where you are accidentally, whoopsie daisy, like you're not where you're supposed to be. You're where you're meant to be, man. Think of the guy who owns FedEx. At one point, he was just walking around. He didn't have a freaking penny in his pocket, man. Yes, Braxton, I did mention you, man. Shout out to Braxton, bro. They're trying to build a data center in my area in North Texas, dude. Everyone stand out in front of that damn place and do not let them build it, man. It's freaking wild. Lord wants to come to Rumble. So Lord's MV, click the link in my bio, the Rumble live stream link. So sorry, you'll see the link tree. When you click that, you'll scroll down and you'll see Rumble. Click Rumble and come on over to the Rumble live stream channel. There's a lot more I could say to that guy too, who said he's broke, but dude, no, don't be afraid. Fear not. You must fear not, man. No, that's right. Jor Berry said, do not be afraid is in the Bible so many times, hundreds. Do not be afraid is in the Bible 365 times. One for every day, dude. Freaking cool. Amen to that. Joining late, actually, Tiana, we just started. I just wanted to shout out that we're live streaming right now on a platform where we can fully speak freely, which is Rumble, and it's at the link in my bio. Osama said, you think the war is going to stop? Well, that would be great. I would love that. But I'm pretty sure it's slated to continue until other world powers get involved and it becomes a world war. If I told you that it could stop tomorrow, I don't know that it would be too, I'm not too confident in that, man. But I would like it to. So listen, guys, we're live on Rumble now. Come on over to Rumble. We'll see you there. And much love, okay? Shout out to Pollux. Pollux, you better come on over to Rumble, man. Okay? Much love, everyone. Yo, so guys, there's a shitload of people on the site right now, and 2 more people just ordered. So we literally have 2 bags left of the lit powder. If you're on the site now, to answer King of Bees, make sure you put the discount code 50life on the male or female stack to get the free bag of lit powder. Shout out to King of Bees. That's funny, Sonny. Yeah. Well, Stefan Burns, he might become a flat earther and become truly aware of the nature of our reality, man. So it is freaking crazy. What was I saying? Yes. So the water consumption of these plants, fear nothing. That's right, Kate. Shout out to Kate. Dude, I'm waiting for someone to blow the whistle and say that, I wish we could see a outline of what's going to happen next. We have an idea of it, but I still think that there likely is going to be a cyber attack, which, to be honest, if all of a sudden there's no internet, like I understand that's in fact, so there's nothing cool about that. I just thought if there's no if the cell service isn't working, if there's a power outage, all of a sudden no smart meters, no Wi-Fi, and no cell towers are on. Like that's great. We're not getting exposed to radiation for that day. People will probably have enlightening moments from God and the frequencies beaming right into them of healingness. But I also know that it would cause complete chaos and be a total shitstorm. So anyways, I recognize it would be crazy, but I just think, isn't that on the table? I think if Iran gets struck in a certain way, then they're going to threaten and say, oh, we're going to cyber attack. And then there's going to be some cyber attack, I'm sure. Really, Kate, did you really? Shout out to Kate. Guys, Kate is built different. She actually joined us on the live before. She lives so I could throw a stone to her house. Shout out to Kate and your lovely family, K2, I remember. Okay, so listen, hold on. Kate sent me. Okay, Kate, I gotta remember to look at your DMs after this live. Gotham said, Shane, rank from the best to worst: French toast, waffles, pancakes. And a wrong answer might have him unsubscribing. Dude, honestly, if I just have like pancakes and syrup, like I do feel kind of empty like a few hours later. Like I do need some, some eggs in there. For that reason, waffles are better because at least the ones we make have eggs in them. And you can put like butter in the comb of the waffle, which is really freaking good. French toast is great. I like to make a lot more of the liquid for it to then make like an omelet with that basically after you have the French toast. But you also need the right bread for French toast. Um, so I hope that was the right answer, man. um, okay, so hold on a second, guys. By the way, most um, bread today, there's a certain thing you can do. You buy the regular bread from the store, don't buy it, but if you did, and you squeeze it entirely and then you let go and it fully expands back into the shape that it was. Did you see that viral video? The new bread is not even bread, guys. Do not buy regular bread. That's right, dude. Ali, here's something we can agree on, bro. He said Iran is part of the deception. They're not the good guys. They're controlled by, well, let's just say the Illuminati and the Freemasons since forever. Dude, not since forever, but definitely, I think there's a bit of a psyop and people thinking that uh, Iran is actually secretly fighting for world freedom, and now they are getting smashed right now. So was Gaza, and I know they say for this reason and for that reason, but no, Iranian parliament has is shaped like a pyramid. It has 33 windows. It has a Masonic compass in the middle of it. It is they are Iran is controlled by the same hidden hand that's controlling basically all countries except for when the last one I can think of was Libya. Libya was, I think, the last one to not be to kick out the central banks and everything. So, um, Kate, make sure. So, Kate, if you DM me that, I'm going to check. I'm going to go to your DMs after this live because I can't click your link on the live, Kate. But thanks for sending it for other people, guys. You should click that link that Kate sent. So, guys, listen. Before we get into the nitty gritty details, and I'll actually maybe I'll watch your video live, Kate. In fact, I will. Let me just get through this first. Um, So we know that there's a plan to poison the world with chemicals and fluoride and pesticides and microplastics and heavy metals and 200 seats, really non-toxic. Shut up. Are you serious, dude? And forever chemicals and birth control and all these crazy shit. They want us in a lowered state of consciousness. They want us in a lowered state of consciousness. They want our pineal glands calcified. They want us fluoridated. That is a fact. So logically, we should be detoxing. We got to be boosting our vitality. We got to be boosting our hormone function. We got to increase our brain function and get that pineal gland working. So before we get into Kate's video, which I'm going to click in a moment, thank you, Kate. We are giving away 2 more bags of the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia on tonight's live, which is certified heirloom, genetically tested. It's the original cacao. Shout out to Pollux. Pollux, dude, we're about to listen to something crazy. Stand by. I just wanted to mention for people who are joining, we are helping people detox and rejuvenate on tonight's live. We're giving away 2 more bags of the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia, which massively boosts stem cell production. It also increases your gut microbiome. It boosts bliss chemicals, which is tryptophan, dopamine, and serotonin. Super detoxing and delicious. This is the chocolate powder. We're giving it away for free, and this is the way the deal works. So first, I want to say Revilio said, Shane, my testosterone levels have gone up since I started having poached eggs. Shout out to that. I thought you were going to say taking Shilajit, but that makes sense, dude. Poached eggs is smart. Poached eggs is better than frying, from my understanding. So the way the deal works to get the free lit powder, which you will freaking love, you can eat it dry by the spoon. Okay. Chalk.com is the #1 superfood for men and women. It's a hormone optimizer. It's a fertility booster. It stimulates the production of new brain cells called neurogenesis, and it also calibrates your endocrine system. For guys, it boosts testosterone, and for ladies, it is extremely pro-fertile. Well, it's pro-fertile for both, but you will love the Shilajit. The second most potent superfood at Chalk.com for men and women is the certified organic ashwagandha. This stuff massively increases melatonin production, so you get 1,000 times better sleep while you're taking it. It's a hormone optimizer. It's pro-fertile. It increases muscle recovery, supports healthy mood and focus. It is a literal game changer. Shout out to Butterdog. And who was laughing at that? Butterdog. That's funny, man. So to get the free lit, if you go to chalk.com, I put the link in the chat right now, choq.com. Chalk is based in Texas. They ship out of Georgia. They have an all-American customer service team, and they have over 5,000 third-party verified 5-star reviews on Trustpilot. If you go to chalk.com, choq.com, and you put the male vitality stack or the female vitality stack in your cart, and you apply the discount code 50LIFE, 50LIFE, you get a lifetime 50% off discount, which you can cancel or modify at any time. And automatically, you're going to be getting the free $100 bag of chocolate powder included in your order automatically. So free lit, if you get a male stack or a female stack, and you use the insane discount code, I can't believe they're actually giving away or you allowing people to use 50% off for life. Not 15, 50, dude. Ashley needs a man first to be fertile. Well, Ashley, you mean you need him to be fertile too? Well, you mean you need to be fertile before you, like, explain what you mean, Ashley. But either way, like if you had a comma, I would understand what you're saying. I need a man, comma. No, I need a man first, comma, to be fertile. Yeah, for some reason that's going over my head a little bit. Shout out to Ashley though. Shout out to Kate who loves the lit. The lit powder is freaking built different. Ashley, I mean, sorry, Kate has Kate has like a full closet of the lit powder right now. She is serious about the lit powder. By the way, guys, because there's a shocking energy crash. Oh, before I say this, whoever is commenting, life, what WTAF, WTAF, you're commenting on the live, but you're not commenting in the right spot. You're commenting in the comments, which I can't see. You want to be commenting on the, oh, hold on. This girl is watching a old video from a year ago and asking if it is happening now, which actually Watchwoman did yesterday too. I get a message, hey, is this live? I click it. It's like videos from 11 months ago. I'm like, no, Watchwoman, you just missed my live. Anyway, I'm just saying, come to my live. I'm live now. Wrong. Hold on. Wrong video. Anyway, what I was going to say is Kate has an entire closet full of the lit powder. And hold on a second. There's a ton of people on the site as we speak. Remember to use the discount code 50LIFE, 50LIFE, to get the 50% off lifetime discount. And you get the $100 bag of lit included in your order automatically. Shout out to all the new people on the live as well. And also, Mrs. Who was it up here? Someone asked about, yes, the Shilajit. So Shilajit and the Irish moss, which is in the female vitality stack, massively increases nutrient absorption. It also boosts it's pro-fertile, and every single vitamin requires a mineral to activate it. So if you're taking the Shilajit or the Irish moss or the chalk minerals, oh, this is what I was going to say, but hold on. Then you're getting more nutrients from the food you're eating to begin with, which is pretty freaking cool. Now, what I recommend though, with the energy crisis that's coming around the corner, with all this other weird shit that's happening, Chalk is doing 50% off. Stock up, man. Get a couple stacks. Get one for your mom, dad, girlfriend, wife, grandma. Like, let's talk about, dude, I tried to give my nan Shilajit, but unfortunately she was on like 55 different pharmaceuticals because she was being cared for by other family members who I guess bought the doctor's story. So she couldn't take Shilajit. But my point is that yeah, Shilajit does do a body good, and it's the fulvic acid in there, which is super good for your brain and your memory and your concentration. And they want you discombobulated, man. Like the thought of the amount of smart meters and Wi-Fi and cell towers alone, that by itself is a threat to humanity, is an unfortunate thing to humanity. It's called silent weapons for quiet wars. That is satanic, demonic by itself. But then they add on to that with the synthetic artificial materials that people fill their homes up with because it's the option to get. And also the fact that what you get at the grocery store now is just not what it is supposed to be. They have inverted things, man, big time. Bandrew says, am I low-key effed if I don't graduate? It depends what you're graduating, man. School or college? Dude, I'm pretty sure, dude, a ton of people didn't finish college. You should try to finish high school, but I mean, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, I'm not using any of the shit I learned in school right now. What did I even learn in school? I don't know. Brookie Ellis drops a freaking bombshell. She says we need minerals to absorb vitamins. That's absolutely right, Brookie. Shout out to Brookie. Our soils are minerally depleted, 100%. And they used to call vitamins vital minerals because every single vitamin requires a mineral to activate it. Jesse says just drop out. Oh, of college. Yeah, it depends if it's college or high school though, but both are, not ideal anyway. I mean, what are you learning? That space and planets. I'm majoring in astronomy. When's the last time, by the way, you saw a job opening for a fucking astronaut? Doesn't seem like that really happens. I wonder why. Shout out to Colby, who said, you got to weed out all the dudes that aren't good for you by promptly talking about everything we talk about on here in the first conversation. Well, Colby, also, she should put stuff in her bio, like, do not even, I mean, I say her bio. Why do I expect her to be on some app? No, Ashley, you might run into your Superman at a farmer's market or something. Man, the comments are actually going buck wild. If there was like 1,000 people on here right now, I wouldn't have, like, for example, been able to see Maggie's comment here. Like, maybe it's good there's not too many people on here. It's more intimate. um, sorry. Maggie said, I wish I could wake up my parents with the minerals, but they are also so stuck in their beliefs. I need to keep planting my seeds. Imagine I just snuck the lit in their coffee. Oh, Maggie, you don't think I've spiked my dad's meals and opened up Shilajit capsules and dumped it on in his soup? Like, I've totally, um what's another word for that? Yeah. Oh, I've spiked my parents all kinds of stuff, man. Minerals, I take the minerals, dump it in his water. He doesn't even know he's getting decalcified. But he is. No, I'm just kidding. My dad actually does take he takes the male stack, but he also takes the Action 2.0 because it massively boosts blood oxygenation and blood flow. Yo, Ali, I don't know if you're paying attention, respectfully, brother, but just because he's saying we're electromagnetic beings, so we need minerals to stay healthy and in balance. But then he says from natural sources, of course, not pills or supplements. So you've been on the live for like a fucking hour. I don't know if you heard, but what's inside of these capsules right here are things that are completely naturally sourced, like hot water purified shilajit, organic ashwagandha, wild crafted Irish moss. You can have a naturally sourced superfood in a non-GMO vegetable cellulose capsule. But sorry, that just gets me. Sometimes people are like, yo, man, I see you're talking about shilajit or like these supplements, but like, I only like natural stuff. I'm like, sorry, bro. Can we, are our eyeballs on? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking natural superfoods. You think I'm promoting something strange? Exactly, Paper Doll. Let's play nice. You're right. Brookie says, yes, Michael, you can open the capsule. You absolutely can. In fact, one of these guys, I guess I'll have to. The comments are, you know what, Kate, you actually manifested it. You said the comments are bonkers, and then we got this guy in here. Hold on, let me just, how do I get to my, here. Let me pipe this guy down real quick. There. Get out, Trump. Yeah, don't worry. It's okay. He's out, guys. Don't worry. I did. Don't worry about it, dog. He's out of here. Don't worry. No, Brookie, I don't think you do. I don't think you do. Michael, there's a guy in here. I don't know if he's on right now, but there's a guy in here who has whatchamacallit. He takes the lit. Yeah, anyway, you can do that. Hold on, let me block this guy. I guess I'm gonna be blocking a guy saying fart the whole time. Weren't we talking about cow farts in here too? Anyway. Hold on a sec, guys. There is a ton of people on the site right now. So this is basically the last call. We have 2 more bags of the chocolate powder left to give away. If you're on the fence, go to chalk.com, put the male or female vitality stack in your cart, apply the discount code 50life, and you get that lifetime 50% off discount, which you can cancel or modify at any time. And guys, don't even react like you're just giving the guy, you know, he's gonna be stoked. We'll have like 7 moderators on tomorrow, so that's will never happen again. And one of the first moderators, we're gonna have Butterdog. Who else? We got Dialed, Isaiah, Ashley can probably be one, Kate could be one, Thrax. Pollux is new, but he is woke, so Pollux is chill. Shout out to Pollux, man. Thrax, you're good, man. Shout out to C Made. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. Charette, when will we be on tomorrow? Tomorrow we're gonna be live in likely the afternoon and also the evening. So tomorrow actually we're live at 1:30 with Sheldon Sturia. Do you guys know Sheldon? We're gonna be live with Shell. He's never even heard me call him that. It's too funny, man. Shout out to Shell, man. Heinrich said he decided to purchase the mail stack subscription. The lit powder is not on the receipt. Did I understand correctly that it will be? Yes, that is correct. Shout out to Heinrich. Shout out to Heinrich, who just got the male vitality stack, which has the Chalk Daily, the Tomcat 100, and the organic ashwagandha. Shout out to freaking Mr. Heinrich. Yes, you are getting the free bag of lit powder because you ordered on the live, which means you used the right code, you got the 50% off lifetime discount, and you placed your order during the live. And that's right, it doesn't show up on your order form, but it gets packed up in your package when it gets shipped. So shout out to Heinrich. Everyone give freaking Heinrich a pat on the back, man. Awesome name too. I was just looking at a video and for some reason, or maybe it's a synchronicity, Heinrich was in a video I just watched 2 seconds ago. So shout out to Heinrich, man. You're going to be stoked. The chocolate, the Irish, not the Irish moss, the lit powder you're getting for free, but the Shilajit, the ashwagandha, and the Tomcat Ali, you're going to feel like $1 million taking it, Heinrich. Shout out to freaking Heinrich, bro. I think I said lit powder. Sure, look. So it's called chalk lit. So it's a play on words. It's chocolate, like it's cacao, right? So it's the lit powder. But I know if I don't say lit powder, if I say it quick, it sounds like lip powder. Okay, hold on a second. There is literally a freaking atomic bomb's worth of people on the website right now. That may not be the best description during what's going on in the Middle East right now, but I know nukes are fake anyway. But there's a ton of people on the site. Guys, if you're on the site, this could be the most game-changing, shocking step you take in your life. And I say that not like willy-nilly. If you go from eating, even like maybe you're even eating fully organic right now, and that's freaking awesome. I am too. But it's not necessarily enough. And shout out to Ali, man. Shout out to Ali. It's not enough. Not enough minerals. Half the freaking fruits are gassed to ripen them, by the way. Same thing with tomatoes. They pick them super ripe and then they gas them to ripen them. Okay, hold on a second. Chalk just announced something shocking. Everyone pipe it down. There is going to be a major surprise for the next person who orders more than $265 worth of chalk after discounts. So I've never even seen this before. This is actually kind of strange. Let me inquire as to what the major surprise is. It could be a personalized phone call from me. It might be, well, obviously you're going to get the free lit powder. If someone literally goes balls to the wall and gets a whole bunch of chalk, there's a major surprise. Let me think of what, let me double check what the, shout out to Swing, who just gifted a subscription to Shane Vibes Truth, and Dialed got it. Dialed is Dialed, man. Shout out to freaking Dialed, who dialed in that subscription. Dude, shout out to Swing, man. Swing. Major freebies. Oh, guys, hold on a second. If you get, If you're on the site right now, there's actually something shocking and cooking up big time if you get over $265 worth of chalk after discounts. Someone, hold on a second. Someone just got a mail stack too. Guys, we're going to have to shut this deal down. We have probably, so now we have 2 bags of lit left, but we also have the shocking major freebie announcement where it's like a never before done thing if you get a shitload of chalk. You might even get one of everything free if you get $265 worth of chalk after discounts with the discount code 50life. Someone just got a mail vitality stack. So congratulations to who just got the mail stack. Who was that? Oh, it was Mr. where he is right now. Hold on. Sauce D. He said, I just got the stack. I've used chalk shillagit before a few times, but need to be more consistent this time around. I also loved the lit, ridiculously good taste. Shout out to Sauce D, who, guys, is basically a regular. I see him as one. He is fully tuned in. He's fully woke. He's aware. Shout out to Sauce D, who just got his chalk daily, his tonkat ali, and his organic ashwagandha all in one stack. And then he also got the free lit powder. Congratulations to freaking Sauce D, man. And he already had the lit, so he knows how good it is. To anyone else on the fence, major insane freebies to someone if they go full bore, balls to the wall, and get a $265 order after discounts. You're getting a major surprise, put it that way. The Pollux, dude, I follow Hustle Bitch on Twitter. I don't know why that's his username. I wonder what the why that's his username. But anyway, I follow him on Twitter, and he's actually posted a bunch of my videos, unless I'm thinking of Illuminati bot. But anyway, he is a real one, Hustle, and the video of bananas being gassed, really, that's freaking wild, man. Okay, it actually is one of everything free. Hold on. If you go to chalk.com and you get $265 worth of chalk after discounts, you get one of everything free. So hold on. If you go get $265 worth of chalk with 50% off for life, and after discounts it comes to $265, you get a free shillagit, a free daily, a free ashwagandha, a free tonkat, a free action 2.0, I think a free armor. What the hell else we got? A free 7 wonders and a free freaking Chad mode. Are you serious? We're not even supposed to be talking about the Chad mode anymore. Everyone shut up for a second. Sorry, I'm just joking. Go look at the Chad mode. Do not buy it. We don't have enough to sell. We do have, I guess, one enough to give away for free. If you go get something crazy, you're getting a full-blown one of everything free in your order. Yes, pretty much. Dialed said BOGO on 265 plus. Yes, BOGO on. Well, it's not even buy one get one free. It's buy enough to get to 265 after discounts, and then get one of everything free. That's the deal. Which just came in live, by the way. Like, this was not planned. Okay, let me shout out to Butter Dog, by the way, man. Butter, what is flapping, dude? Yo, is Dialed, are you gonna do that, dude? Because I'm about to shout out the live on Instagram regardless, but like that's pretty freaking crazy, dude. Okay, shout out to Maggie and all you guys, by the way. Like, this has been a hoot of a live. Any updates on the lockdowns? Good question, Gotham. To my knowledge, no, just that they could be coming around the corner because the Strait of Hormuz is still closed. So what's that going to do? I freaking wonder. So no, if you're to ask me any updates on the lockdowns, no, other than all the bombing that's going on after the ceasefire. And it just seems pretty much as shocking as it was the last 2 days ago. Anyway, it's freaking strange, man. Yo, but sorry, let me be serious. So shout out to Pollux and all the new people on here. Shout out to Michael, who agrees that it's fucking wild that people believe Artemis is happening. It's all completely fake. Dial said, bro, build me a cart with 50 life to get 265. Hold on a second, dude. I'm pretty sure the live. Okay, dude. Just add stacks until you get 265, and then once you get close to 265, add like a Seven Wonders or like a lit or something, and then just yeah, and then you're dude. I can tell you this: since 2019, I've been working with Chalk. You guys know that. Some of you do. Some of you just fuck. Some of you, this is the first time you might have followed me in the last week or something. But since 2019, we've been doing superfoods, Chalk, etc. We have never, I've never heard of this deal. It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. It just came across the board. I think Dialed is doing it, so I don't even need to tell anyone else to do it. So never mind. Basically, Dialed is going to go get one of everything free at chalk.com because he's going and adding enough to his cart on a subscription. It's got to be a subscription, obviously, or not obviously, but the discount code works on subscriptions. 2 male stacks, 2 female stacks, 2 Chad modes, and 2 minerals. If you do that, you'll be at over 265 or around. Double check the math there, and then and then you got to divide it in two. So it's got to be just around 265, and then you get one of everything free, dude. I can't believe this. Yeah, Swing, you are sniping regulars, dude. That is hilarious. Shut up to Swing, man. Yeah, Swing, dude. Swing's been giving out subscriptions out the yin yang on the live, man. Okay, let me shut out this live on Instagram real quick. I'll just do another mention to you. Dialed is building one right now. Okay, so dude, good call, man. Yes, the moon landing is fully fake, but yet millions of people believe that it's happening right now. They showed us a picture of the moon 12 hours between images. The clouds are in the same spot, and it didn't even look like a globe. And then every single AI fact checking software website says that it is a computer generated image. There is no globe. We are not on a globe. I know that's mind blowing. No, Roman, I am mentioning you right now, man. I'm mentioning all of you guys. Party member, Red Fern Flame, Roman. Roman, you're good, dude. Just speak English. We'll be all right, man. Aliens are a psyop, 100%, man. Yes, Benjamin. Sorry, I meant to say happy birthday to your dog, man. Happy birthday to your dog, Capone. So yes, there's no firmament. I mean, sorry, there's no space is fake. Planets are fake. There is you can't even go to the moon. It's not a physical object. NASA is satanic and lying to you, and this is about hiding the truth of God and that you were created. That evolution is fake. Pangea was fake. Pangea has never been a thing. The Earth is not billions of years old. Dinosaurs are fake. Dude, this is really the year that shit is getting exposed. Can you guys feel the veil being lifted? Huh. They had us for a while, man. Oh yeah, space. I love Star Wars. Let's go to Tatooine. It's fake, man. When I think of the universe, clueless Callum, I think of more like I no longer picture a billion planets, a billion galaxies. The universe is here, man. We're in it. It's not out there past a ball. And by the way, you know what's so fake? An atmosphere. How do you get an atmosphere if there's a vacuum of space and then an atmosphere on Earth? You can't have a vacuum without it being enclosed. You know what I'm saying? Without a physical barrier between Earth and space, there's no way we could have an atmosphere, but we're in the vastness of a gigantic vacuum of no air. So it's fake. Okay, so guys, hold on. Sorry. We're live on Rumble right now. I shouldn't have even said all that. I should not have even said all of that on the live. We're live on Rumble right now, which is free to download, free to watch, and free speech. We are being deceived, and we're exposing it, and we're discussing about it on Rumble. I love how, dude, 5 years ago, if I was like, the Earth is definitely not a ball, people would be like, bro, you're crazy, man. Now everyone's like, yeah, we know. But yeah, I mean, you'd be crazy to think. You'd be hard pressed to convince someone now that no one becomes aware of the true shape of the Earth and then goes back to being like, no, actually, it's a ball. Anyway, so guys, come on over to my Rumble. It's free to download, free to watch, and free speech. Yeah, this guy says, no thanks. I love censorship. I know, man. Kara Robinson says, I never find you on Rumble. Kara, if you click the link in my profile, Yes, he is. Jim, rather. Click the link in my profile, and you'll see a link tree. If you click the link tree, you will be able to then click the Rumble, and that's where we're streaming right now. Figment said, you were doing this 5 years ago, and I said the same stuff. Shout out to Figment, who's been aware many more moons than many people, man. You're ahead of the curve, brother, 100%. And yeah, you know, the moon thing, it's a satanic lie because, yeah, Rumble is an app. You can get the app, but you can just watch it on your browser without getting the app. But some people like to get the app because it's a lot, like it's more the viewing experience is better. You can make an account and then you can comment and stuff. So it's an alternative to YouTube. Ash's Journey said Rumble is the name. Yeah, so sorry. Rumble is a alternative to YouTube. You can live stream on it. They don't censor you at all there. I've never got a strike. It's totally chill. And you also can, but if you make an account, you can get, then you'll be able to comment on the live. And so you can join the conversation. That's my thing. I like when people come to Rumble to join the conversation, not just to watch, although that is chill too. I'm sure there's a lot of people who aren't commenting. But anyway, so it's at the link in my bio. Rumble, we already got 111 actually, 111 angel number, God number on the live. So come on over, guys. Link in my bio. Alternatively, if this could be easier for you guys, you can go comment the word Rumble on any one of my posts, not this live, but a post, and you'll get the link post sent directly to your DMs. This guy said, repost your wisdom teeth video, please. Shout out to Levi. Levi, what's up, man? Wisdom teeth video. That was a great. You remember that, bro? I haven't posted about wisdom teeth in years. Man, imagine if we were all in a room right now, 116 of us chilling, talking truth. It'd be incredible. You're all being tracked via Bluetooth. Cover your cell phone's cameras front and back when not in use. I know. You know what, Truman? That is a fitting name, by the way. You're absolutely right. Okay, guys, I'll see you on Rumble. All right, much love, everyone. Okay, yo, shout out to Matt Rains. Matt Rains, guys, he's tuning in from Nashville, Tennessee. Tennessee, man, what a lovely spot, I'm sure. It's all theater, Kate. That's absolutely right. Shout out to Catharus. Shout out to Catharus, and welcome all the new people to Rumble. This is a spot. So one documentary you guys got to watch. Oh, no, you can't watch that one. I'm not even gonna disseminate that information. What cat is meowing outside right now? I thought my cats were inside. One sec. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just. Hold on a sec. Meow meow. Shh. Hello. He'll have to wait. Okay. Boom bang bang, everyone. I think that's Doopy. That's my big cat. He doesn't even go out late. No, NOX said I couldn't even finish the live. It was stuck in load after cutting you out anyway. I'm here. Shout out to Nov. Shout out to everyone. Welcome everyone who's here. Let me just check one thing. Hold on a second. Okay, so okay, hold on. I have to let my cat in so he doesn't get eaten by a fox. We saw a fox yesterday. Everyone stand by. Literally do not move your feet. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, stand by. Yo, okay, hold on a second. Dialed, dude, dialed. You just freaking dialed it, man. Holy shiza, man. I'm about to tell you about what's going on. So hold on. dialed. I'll tell you something in 2 seconds. Two things. One, just so you guys know, tomorrow at 1:30 we're going live on Rumble with Sheldon Surya, okay, who's fully woke and aware and knows what's going on. So that'll be fun. Make sure you tuned into that one. Secondly, whatever is about to happen with these lockdowns and all this crazy shit, it will lead us to where we are meant to be, which is where truth is revealed, human freedom is restored, and the good guys win. So I'm not like, I mean, obviously it's a bit of a concerning, wonderful, wondering thing, not wonderful, but wondersome thing. But in the end, we win. So this is good. We're just headed towards the end goal, which is us eventually becoming fully aware. So that's all good. With that being said, shout out to Pollux. Dude, Pollux, you're in Ontario too? Whereabouts, bro? So my point is, though, is that a lot of strange stuff is going on. You need to keep your head on a swivel. You need to make sure you're detoxing, that you're of sound mind and sound body, that you're revitalized, and rejuvenated. You want to make sure your pineal gland is decalcified. You want to make sure your endocrine system is functioning optimally. These are things that we want to be discussing because there's a total plan to keep you in an altered state, a lowered state, and they want you weak. I wanted to announce this is the literal final 0-hour last call on the final free bag of chocolate powder we're giving away on the live to help people detox and to help decalcify people's pineal glands. So I'm having a chocolate, which is an organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia. We're giving away the last one on tonight's live. This is certified organic, certified heirloom, which means that it's genetically tested. It is the original cacao. This stuff boosts your stem cell production massively. It increases brain function. It calibrates your endocrine system. It boosts your gut microbiome. You will feel like $1 million taking it. The way the deal works, it is first come, first serve, but really it's last come, last served because this is the final call for it. Go to chalk.com. That's CHOQ.com. Chalk ships out of Georgia. They're based in Texas. They have an all-American customer service team, and they have over 5,000 third-party verified 5-star reviews on Trustpilot. So that's chalk.com. Click the link ASAP to be bumped first in line. The way the deal works, to get the free bag of lip powder, the final one, the number one supplement at chalk.com for men and women is the hot water purified Shilajit. So that's the hormone optimizer. It's a fertility booster. It's clinically studied. It's heavy metal tested. It massively increases the production of new brain cells. So you get way sharper memory, concentration, and focus while you're taking it. It also boosts sperm count and sperm motility for men. And for women, it's a hormone optimizer and a fertility booster. So it's an adaptogen. It adapts to the individual's needs and requirements. So that's the Shilajit. The second most potent superfood is the certified organic ashwagandha. And that one is in the male and female vitality stack. It's clinically studied. It massively boosts melatonin production. It calibrates your endocrine system. It boosts muscle recovery. It also supports healthy mood and focus, and it's considered the king of herbs in India. So, yes, Novax. Yes, there is time on the family code Novax. I'm going to call you Novax just because there's Novax. That's actually funny. I wasn't even thinking about that. But there's a guy on here called Novak who never came back. Do you guys remember fucking Novak? He never came back. Because someone called him young or something. Do you remember what that happened? Anyway, shout out to Novak. He should be here. But so to get the free bag of chocolate powder included in your order, you go to chalk.com. Buy Thrax. If you're taking off, see you later, dude. I'll see you on the next one, man. Shout out to Thrax. He's been with us. He's a real one. Go to chalk.com. Put the male or female vitality stack in your cart. Apply the discount code 50life, and you get a 50% off lifetime discount. Yo, Swing, you got to quit gifting subscriptions, man. Shout out to Swing, man. Thank you, dude. And thank you to Charette. Charette got one, Swing. That's freaking awesome. Chalk.com. No soy, Dukart. That's right. Hold on. Dukart asked another question. So, guys, put the male or female stack in your cart. Apply the discount code 50life, 50LIFE. 50 life. You get a 50% off lifetime discount. You can cancel or modify your subscription at any time, and automatically you're going to get the free $100 bag of chocolate powder included in your order. Last call for tonight's live. Ducart said, Lorley Ducart in Calgary, Alberta. You know, I've been through Calgary, Ducart, but Lori rather, but I lived in Edmonton actually. Did you know that? She said she bought some stuff. She can't wait to get some. What's great for her husband, who has the start of blank. I'm not going to read your whole comment, Ducart. You can picture why. But the number one supplement for your husband, I would say, would be definitely the hot water purified Shilajit, because that one increases, you just heard, new brain cell production. And actually, hold on, Ducart, listen to me seriously, because this is crazy. What happens when people age, and especially with the poisons we're exposed to, it builds up a compound on people's neurons called amyloid plaque. Amyloid plaque stops your neurons from being able to communicate with each other effectively and efficiently and everything. Shilajit is clinically studied to break down amyloid plaque and boost the production of new brain cells. So your husband definitely should be taking, I say should, but I mean could be taking, the chalk daily. Get him the daily, not the Shilajit. The daily has Shilajit in it, but it's the one that's specifically formulated for men. Then, if he also was taking the Tongkat Ali, that's the one that boosts free testosterone 87% in 21 days, plus sperm count, sperm motility, but not the, I mean, yeah, it's pro-fertile, but it also increases, libido. So just saying, it's a great reproductive organ function booster. Same thing with the Shilajit. And then, of course, hold on a second. If you get Ducart, if you get the male stack on the live, and you get the 50% off lifetime discount on the male stack, you also get the aphrodisiac, brain boosting, mental clarity, memory boosting cacao as well. But you're already getting the, I know you just got a female stack the other day. Was that yesterday? But just saying, you get another, we have one bag left. That's the only reason I mentioned it. But Ducart, that is freaking awesome. And that's what I would say 100%. And you know what, Ducart? I had a friend, a family friend, who had a situation where their brain, same thing, their memory wasn't working too well. And I gave him a bunch of freaking Shilajit, but he didn't ask for it and wasn't looking for it. And his wife didn't know about it. So I don't even know what happened. I don't even think he took it. So you got to take it. But these people, sometimes they don't want to, these people, but you know what I mean? Some people, they don't even want to be restored or rejuvenated. They're like, or they don't know, or they're fluoridated, or whatever it is. But it's very strange, I will say. Okay, hold on a second. There's a bunch of people on the site right now. If you're on the site, make sure you quickly get your order placed. 50% off for life, 50 life discount, male or female stack, or the ultra stacks. Place your order. 50 life is the code, and get the free lit powder. This is the last call on the free lit. Yo, shout out to Butter, man. Oh, wow, that's too funny, man. That is two jokes. Yo, Butter, I'm joking. So when you see that, just know I'm joking. Matt Rain said, Shane Vibes, are your honeybees out yet? They are very busy in. Shut up, Kate. You saw that documentary too? Wow, yeah, I saw that one too. I know the one you're talking about. No, the bees aren't out yet here, Matt. Dude, last night was -10. Last night was -10 degrees Celsius, which is, I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but it was friggin' cold. And the bees are still cooped up, but we're feeding them, so they're in the hive. You reminded me, I gotta place my order for a couple more freaking um, beehives so that we have a decent supply this year. But yeah, I bet in Tennessee they are buzzing 100%. Desiree said, I ordered the women's. Oh, Desiree, if you ordered at Desiree, if you ordered at the earlier live today, your lit is included in your order 100%. But if you just ordered just now, it also is. But regardless, so you don't need to give me your code, your order number rather, Desiree, because it's going to be included regardless. But you can, just to hype up other people in the chat, that you got a female stack today. Um, yeah, that's right, Pollux. People like to say. So hold on, who's saying that they're in Ottawa? And then Pollux, I don't know if you answered. Where in Ontario are you, Pollux? Um, yeah. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, Watchwoman, but that is a true thing that happens. You gave your former boss a bottle of colloidal silver for an eye infection. He used the antibiotics from the doc and then went blind in that eye. I shouldn't laugh, but that's not funny. But fuck, man, I know. Um, yeah, no, Desiree, that's okay. Sorry, I should clarify. I gave a window of um time. You hit the window because I know that Chalk texted me after the live and said someone else just got a female stack. So we extended it, but also they're not like they're generous in the sense of if we say at midnight, no more free lit, the odd time if one comes in like a little bit after, they're going to give them a lit because they don't want them to feel like they got gimped, you know. Pollux, so let me explain the deal with the honey. I don't sell honey online. Me and my parents own have a bunch of beehives. My parents end up, selling and gifting most of it to friends and family and extended friends and all that. And people, dude, people show up to my parents' driveway, says honey, they walk in the door, grab the honey they want, and put the money in a freaking box and then walk out. I was gonna make a joke about, but then this guy, never mind. Anyway, they sell it. I maybe barter it sometimes, like with a friend. Yeah, sure, swap me some syrup with honey. But now I make syrup too, so I don't need to barter that. But anyways, no, I don't sell it. We don't make enough to be able to sell online and make that like a viable business. We'd have to have like a shitload of hives because I know. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe we should get a ton of hives and become a beekeeper Instagram, man. I'll do that, no problem. But yeah, no, man, we're in Ontario too, and we got a bunch of shout out to C-Jax, man. C-Jax, if he's new here, I don't know if he is. But yeah, Pollux, no, I've been a beekeeper since you name it, man. Years. No, I'm just kidding. It's been about probably 15 years that I've been around beehives, and then probably 12 years since I had beehives at my house or my parents' house. It's not at my house here. I don't even know. Can you even? You probably can. Yo, I just found out too, by the way, that that's awesome, Colton. High trust society, man. That's freaking great. Pollux, I actually have maple syrup that's on the boiler right now. I haven't stoked the fire in like 2 hours, so I'm letting it die down, but I was boiling today, man. So very Canadian. You could, hey, by the way, maple sugar crystals are in the chocolate powder, the organic heirloom cacao. It has maple sugar crystals. Okay, hold on a second. There's a bunch of people on the site right now. Guys, final call. Quickly place your order at chalk.com. One. Place your order at chalk.com. Use the code 50life 50LIFE. Make sure you place it. Don't pay full price when we're doing that discount. This is the final call on the free lit. Let me see. Yo, shout out to Butterman. Amherst. Oh, you said that like 3 times. I think you said Amherst View like 3 times. I didn't know that I wasn't paying attention. Amherst View. Where's that? Let's see. This freaking app. Hold on. Oh wait, I see Amherst Island. Oh, there you are. Okay, you're quite the stone's throw from me, man. I'm probably I'm about okay, only like four or so hours away. I'm northwest of you, pretty west. Millhaven. Oh, dude, I know a guy who did time in Millhaven. I know of a guy. You know, I met a guy. I know a guy who's done time in Millhaven, man. It's a pretty shitty spot, I'm sure, man. Holy fuck. Can you grab rock candy with the water from the trees? I mean the syrup. Grow rock candy. No, Will, you can't. The sugar content of maple sap is pretty low. Um, it's 40 to 1. So if you get 40 gallons of sap, you get 4 gallons. No, sorry, you get a gallon of syrup. Can you grow rock candy out of it? Oh yeah. When you boil the shit out of it and you make it too high of sugar content, your whole bottle of maple syrup, your whole jar of maple syrup will turn into a giant rock of sugar crystals, which I have done a few times by accident. But I have a hygrometer now, so I know the proper sugar content so that it doesn't turn into a giant berg of sugar. Ducart, I don't know that you would be able to well, for one, you're supposed to check with a healthcare practitioner. Mind you, a healthcare practitioner would also probably say that Tylenol and fluoride is good for you, but we have to legally say you got to consult a healthcare practitioner. Chalk is intended for healthy adults and not intended to treat cure or does not treat, cure, or diagnose any disease. You know what I mean? But thank you, Watchwoman. I mean, I don't know that would I call myself wise? I know a lot of people think I'm wise, but I guess I'm not drinking fluoride and eating GMOs, which makes me a little bit wise, but I definitely have a ways to go. But I appreciate that, Watchwoman. That's right. Lots of star seeds out there, 100%, Kate. What are the new ones called? Um, so I'm laughing at something else. Hold on, let me send this. What was I saying? Yeah, maple syrup. No, I do love boiling, man. It's a hoot. Charette said, "How do people not recognize the new names for the new conditions?" Yeah, I know. Indigo. No, yeah, sorry. Actually, there's indigo. There's star seeds. There's something else. Um. Anyway. Yo, dialed. So yeah, yo. So sorry, guys. Before you join, we had a special, like literally a one-time deal we were doing, where if someone goes and gets $265 worth of chalk after discounts, so really it's like 500 bucks, but then they put the 50 life discount on it. They get 50% off. If they get over 265, they get one free thing, everything, one of everything free. So dialed, by the way, guys, went and like immediately went and got that deal And so he's getting a free armor, a free shilajit, a free daily, a free Tomcat, a free action, a free Seven Wonders, a free Ashwagandha, unless I already said that, a free daily, and a free 100, the free bag of lit. So, guys, Dialed just got like a full medicine cabinet of, I shouldn't call it a medicine cabinet, a superfood cabinet in his freaking, in the mail. It's going to be at his house in like 2 seconds. So shout out to freaking Dialed, man. Impeccable. And guys, final call. There's still a bunch of people on the site. Place your order, 50 life, 50% off for life. Get the free lit powder. I am All American Appalachian said, random serious question. The Epstein list. Do you think we're going to finally do something about their satanic cults in the US? I mean, something is being done in the fact that people are waking up to it, but is someone going to organize like a mass like thing where they're going to barge down and start getting people? Like, I don't really think so. I know that would have happened. Well, we went from death penalty for stealing a horse to do something horrible to young children, and what the fuck happens? Nothing. You know what I mean? Um, so Desiree said, tell my husband the benefit of the male and female stacks. I'm going to start with the male stack for your husband. So as we know, testosterone levels today are down 50% in the last 50 years. We got microplastics, pesticides, chemtrails, forever chemicals, phthalates. The average home today has 4 pounds of flame retardant chemicals in the furniture. Electronics have flame retardants that off gas. Appliances have flame retardants that off gas, which all lower testosterone and impact fertility and basically fry your endocrine receptors. So in the male vitality, I preface that because we should be detoxing and restoring and rejuvenating from that. The number one supplement in the male vitality stack is the Chalk Daily, which has hot water purified shilajit in it. And that one is clinically studied to boost total testosterone 21% in 90 days. It also increases sperm count and sperm motility. It increases the production of new brain cells. They call it neurogenesis. So you get way sharper memory, concentration, and focus while you're taking it. Supports lean muscle mass. This is the natural choice for men, it says on it. It's the one thing every single guy should be taking 100%. When I took it at 24 years old in 2019, my voice got deeper within 90 days of taking it. Even though I was eating organic, I guess my testosterone levels weren't where they should be, because obviously testosterone affects your vocal cords as a man anyway. So that was pretty freaking cool to see that. The second superfood in the male vitality stack is the Tomcat 100, which boosts free testosterone 87% in 21 days. It massively increases libido and reproductive organ function. They call it long jack in Malaysia. That's where it comes from. They call it long jack. You think about why. But so ours is wild crafted from the chemical free Malaysian rainforests. Most Tomcat is farmed in China, and you get in the Shanghai surprise. It also boosts muscle mass, muscle recovery, and muscular endurance. It is literally a superfood. That's the second one in the male stack. And then the shut up, butter dog. Then the third one in the male stack is the ashwagandha, which massively increases melatonin production. So you get 1,000 times better sleep while you're taking it. It's a hormone optimizer. It's a fertility booster. And it also increases healthy mood and focus. It's considered the king of herbs in India. I know India, but still. So that combo, male vitality stack, if Mrs. hold on, where'd she go? Husband, where'd she go here? Boom, bang, bang. Man, the chat is really popping off tonight. Ducart. No, it wasn't Ducart. Charette. No, it was someone else. You guys she'll comment again. But the male stack, if you get it tonight with the code 50life, you get a 50% off lifetime discount, which you can cancel or modify at any time. And automatically you're going to get that free $100 bag of the chocolate powder included in your order. So free lit tonight and 50% off Get a friggin' stack, man. And this is the last call too. Shout out to Always After the Truth, who commented on my post, but they're commenting on the wrong. They think I'm live, but they're on the wrong live. There's maps to show you how the moon works on flat Earth. Desiree, there she is. Desiree, I was looking for you. Is 144 in reference to 144,000? Let me know. Charette, I'm from Canada. Okay, I'm in Ontario. I know how to speak French. All right. Charette, tabernac, st. I shouldn't swear in French. But anyways, what am I gonna say? Charet or Charetti? No, that's Charette. Shout out to Charette though. Desiree, yeah, let me know if I should hold a slot for your husband for the free lit powder here. I'm just laughing at Butterdog. But yeah, Balkan Alien, you can find maps that explain, and it makes sense actually. It makes more sense on a flat Earth, by the way, how the jet streams work. Jet streams on a globe Earth make 0 sense. Jet streams on a flat Earth are just big circles. Shout out to Butterdog, who's getting more chalk now. Butter, hold, dude. Shout out to Butterdog, man. We have 1 bag of lit left, and there's still a bunch of people on the site. So quickly get your order placed, guys. And we're going to be shutting this thing down like imminently. Butterdog, he just commented above. He said, getting more chalk now. You didn't see that, Colton? Someone asked how old I am. 31. Speak French. Sorry, Watchwoman. I shouldn't say I speak French. I did speak French quite well. But now I lost that. I got to go back to Quebec. I say back. I got to visit Quebec. You learn French or any language the fastest if you're around all of them. Charette, so you're French. So yeah, Charette, whereabouts? France or Quebec? Let me know. Michael said, how many languages can you speak? Well, I do know swear words in a lot of languages. But I only speak English basically now. I know. When I see someone who speaks French, Dutch, Portuguese, fucking German, Spanish, their brains, you know that when you can speak a bunch of languages, like your IQ is like through the freaking roof, eh? Or not IQ, but there's something your brain connects different. How do you say shilajit in France? Oh, easy, Watchwoman. Shilajit. Bonsoir. I know some words. Pollux, you're the same age, eh? You know what's so funny, Pollux? I was at a snowmobile party in February, and long story short, snowmobile party. There's a big hill, and people and families and everything. Big family friend gathering. We're GTing down the hill, and tobogganing down the hill, and then the snowmobiles bring him back up to the top of the hill. Well, one of the people there was like pretty overweight. Well, a few of them were, but anyways, this one aunt was pretty fat, and she was sitting in the caboose of the snowmobile, and the snowmobile, or no, she was sitting on the back of a snowmobile, and these are all beaters. Like no one is driving like a 1200 cc snowmobile. These are all like, I call them beaters, but really they're like the snowmobiles they wish didn't exist anymore because they want you to have all the computerized snowmobile shits. Anyway, she's sitting on the back of the snowmobile. The snowmobile slightly tips, and because of her weight, she fell right off, but her foot jammed into a snow hole, and she broke her foot. And she can't walk. People can barely lift her. And I think, kind of sheepishly, someone called the ambulance and said that basically what got passed down the line is there was a snowmobile accident at this address. So anyway, I'm standing around, and then all I hear is, yo, they're calling the ambulance. I said, what? For who? Fran. What the fuck happened to Fran? She broke her foot. I said, oh shit. So anyway, we go back, and so then there's the ambulance. And I go up to the ambulance, and Fran is sitting there in the caboose, and she's not like in pain. I mean, she's probably in a bit of pain, but she wasn't like, it was not even a collision. She just like they weren't going fast. They just tipped it a little bit, and her foot, she slid off, and her foot hit the ground, and she broke her foot. So anyways, we get up to the ambulance, and I'm like, so like, do you guys need help? And then I'm thinking like, I don't even know how I'd be able to help this. And they're like, no, like we got it figured out. And he pulls out like this basically machine that to me looked like a winch. So I say, Fran's like, how's it going or whatever? And I said, don't worry, Fran, they'll get you in. They're just using the winch, and they just need to get out the winch. And she starts laughing. Anyway, they're laughing because it's like, you know, she's like, oh God, I don't weigh that much, do I? Meanwhile, like, yes, yes, you do. But anyway, then all of a sudden, the 5-0 shows up. The cops show up. Do you know why the cops show up? Because they're looking for someone to charge. They thought a snowmobile accident occurred. And yes, there was drinking going on. People were drinking and snow. Now, no one was getting wasted, but yeah. Anyways, the cop, this is why I'm bringing this story up, Pollux. The cop gets out of the car, and I go up to him, and he looks like, I don't know, um, he looks really young. And I say, huh, first day on the job, or I said something, but it was sounds mean to say it here, but it was like in the moment it was funny. And he's like, no, my 10th. I say, what? He goes, yeah. Good night, Kate. Kate's taking off at the climax of my story. No problem, Kate. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to Kate. Thanks for joining, Kate. We'll see you on the next one. All right. Anyway, um, so cop shows up. I say to him, you like it's your first day on the job. And he says, no, it's my 10th. And we both laugh. Anyway, he fucks off and goes and investigates what's going on. And then he says, so what happened? And I didn't know what happened. That I said at the time that she fell off a toboggan, but she actually was on a snowmobile and fell off of the snowmobile and broke her foot. So when I said no, she was tobogganing and fell down. And they go, oh, no motor vehicles were involved? And I'm like, oh shit. No, officer, certainly not. and then they leave. Um, and these guys, a couple of the older guys come up to me, they're like, dude, you just saved the fucking day. First thing, she was snowmobiling, so there was a motor vehicle, but they're looking for someone to charge. You just threw them off the freaking trail, and excellent freaking job, dude. And I said, wow, my own incompetency of not knowing what actually happened ended up um, saving the day, man. But yeah. So, anyways, that was a good old time, man. But yeah, when you say you're 31, so yeah, he was 31, and I said to him, "Oh fuck, I'm 31 too. We got different life paths, man. We had a different 10 years ago. We were both doing very different things, man." Anyway, shout out to Butterdog, man. Okay, so hold on a second. Shout out to Butterdog. Keep your head on a swivel. You like that, eh? Well, yeah. Well, Pollux. There's only one reason the cops show up to that type of incident. And it wasn't to make sure everything's okay. The paramedics were already putting her in the friggin' thing. There's nothing else to do. But what helped defuse it was I said, "Do you know?" I know a cop who's super high up, and so I name dropped right off the bat. I'm like, "Yo, do you guys know Officer? I'll just say Officer John, whatever." And he goes, "Yeah, I know him. Why?" And I say, "Oh, he follows me on Instagram." And then he went, and then he got he got separated. He went over to check on Fran there in the snow, in getting loaded into the stretcher. And then he goes, "Wait, so how do you know him again? Why does he follow you?" And then I'm like, "Wait, I didn't really preface this very well to say, like, to just say he follows me is like, but then who the fuck are you?" And so I didn't want to tell him, "Hey, I'm this guy who like posts about chemtrails," and like this higher up cop who's way higher up than you thinks that like there's the Illuminati out there. And so then I said, man, it's all good. Like, I'll let him tell you about it or something like that. I changed the subject. Anyways, so that was great, eh? Shout out to Desiree, who's ordering for her husband, her dear husband, who's listening now. I think so. Shout out to Desiree. I'm going to hold a slot for you. She's also 31, guys. Shout out to the 31 club in here. Um, Desiree getting a mail stack, so she's gonna get that free lit. Freaking awesome, Desiree. I'm stoked for you, and we'll make sure that he gets his Tonkat Ali in there too, so he gets the. Well, Desiree, I don't know if you guys have had kids yet, or already had kids, or are planning on having kids, or are done having kids. But either way, everything in the mail stack is going to be very, very beneficial. Testosterone, everything. Um, so hold on, Michael Huntington. You don't want to. I don't hate cops. We have, dude, Chris James. If he's in here, Chris James is like an ex Blackwater guy, and now a current cop, and he's as sweet as a freaking pancake, man. Like, great, nice guy. Uh, you don't want to hate anyone, but also cops. Um, I went through a phase there where I'm like, oh, cops, man. But I know a bunch of them now. They're chill. Yeah, some of them brutality, blah blah blah. But some of those videos are most of those videos are taken out of context, 100%. Wow, Desiree. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, she has two, but we've been trying for three. Congratulations to Desiree having a third child, because now you both will be surging with the chalk fertility boosting. Desiree, if what was his name, Michael or something? Who was the guy who commented yesterday? Said he was trying for 10 years to have a kid, have a child rather. A kid is a baby goat, by the way. Why do we call children goat? Why do we call children kids? A kid is a baby goat. Goat, Baphomet. You know. But anyways, he came in and said they were trying for 10 years to have a child, and ended up they took chalk, and now she's pregnant and it's due in June. So, and we have like a bunch of stories like that. Michael Huntington said Shane is unk status, dude. I guess I'm actually getting up there, eh? Butter Dog's in the 24 club. Are you actually 24, Butter? Dude, if you are, dude, you shouldn't have reminded me about that, man. No, no, Jesse, chill, bro. I didn't say all of them, but yes, dude, you'll see a video of like cops dogpiling on a guy and like punching him, and you'll be like, oh shit, that poor guy. Meanwhile, they're just chasing him for 30 miles. He like murdered three people, ran over a child, killed a dog, and then, rammed a police cruiser. Like, yes, obviously, videos, many are taken out of context, or specifically edited that way. But, Jesse, to think that all cops or whatever are bastards and everything is just kind of okay. Let's shut down the police force in any major city in North America for 7 days. Do you think you'll be safer in Detroit with no police? I'm just saying, yes, they do serve a purpose. Um, Dude, I mean, when there's a shooting or something, they're running into the danger when we're running away. You got to respect it, man. Rodney King, dude, I found out that I saw the Rodney King videos, and that was obviously crazy. It turns out that obviously that was excessive as hell, but it was crazy what led up to that chase. That's all I'm gonna say. Colton, Maggie's 23. Wow, Maggie, really? 23? Holy, wow. You weren't even in high school when I was getting out, eh? Crazy time. Time is flies. Pollux, my wife and I are currently waiting on number two, due on our son's birthday in November. Pollux, that's freaking awesome, man. Um, Pollux, don't even worry about the due date. Don't even tell anyone about the due date. Because then when you get closer to the due date, people are going to go, oh, as soon as you're a day past it, they'll be like, oh, it's getting late. And then that'll suss out your wife. You've been through it the first time, though, so you know what to do, man. Nat is 19. Wow, what's everyone's age? Everyone comment quickly. Um, Desiree said, tell him what the lit is good for, LOL. I don't know what's so funny, Desiree, cracking up over there. The lit, oh yeah, congratulations, guys. Desiree just got the mail stack for her husband. So by the way, Desiree and husband, um, keep in mind the clinically studied benefits of the chalk superfoods are based on consistent consumption over 90 days. So you do want to get a consistent dose. I say that because sometimes people take it for a month they cancel their subscription, which of course they can do, but you only just began what the clinically studied benefits are coming up that are compounding over time, that, you know, et cetera. So you do want to get it into you consistently. With that being said, the lit powder is, so it's organic heirloom cacao. It boosts blood circulation, blood flow, blood oxygenation. It boosts your gut microbiome. It stimulates stem cell production. So that goes and repairs damaged tissue and damaged cells. And it's believed to decalcify the pineal gland as well. So it's freaking awesome. He's going to love the lit powder. You both will. And it's an aphrodisiac too. So it'll be really freaking easy to get one in the oven there when, oh man, you'll be feeling great. Put it that way. Shout out to Ducart. Wait, did Ducart say she ordered? Hold on a second. Hold on a sec. Okay, guys. I love you all. This was a fun live, man. Shout out to Ish, man. And shout out to Ducart and all of you guys. Ducart ordered. Congratulations, Ducart. Yeah, you said ordered. Sorry, I didn't get to congratulate Ducart on her second order. Shout out to Ducart. I'm glad to have you guys all on here. Make sure you put the live notifications on so you know when we're live tomorrow. We'll see you on tomorrow's live. All right. Shout out to Ashley for her weird sleep cycle she's got going on today. Shout out to Desiree and her husband, who will be conceiving probably within 90 days, to be honest. So I can just picture it now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm Desiree. It's getting late. You know, we're just getting funny over here. So, okay. Much love to all of you, dear souls. I'm gonna wait for Desiree to react to that before I end the live, in case that was a bit too far, man. But anyways, this was a good live, eh? I mean, in fact, I put on a great show. In fact, I am so entertaining. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Nat said, can you talk about why dinosaurs weren't real? Yeah, super brief. They're fake. There was actually dragons, and they want you thinking about dinosaurs because then you think that the Earth is billions of years old, and then you think that we evolved, and that's all fake. Shut up, B Hops. Shout out to B Hops. Okay, shout out to Swing too. He donated like 25 subscriptions on this live too, by the way. Okay, we'll see you guys on the next one. Turn your live notifications on now, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Much love, everyone.